200 in bonus bets. Plus, every customer gets a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. Only from FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
The Boston
Grit is in you. It's in your passion, your perseverance. It's in every challenge you face and overcome. Grit is in you. It's never in rock and protein. Never settle.
Dave likes things hot. So when he wanted to heat up his sex life, he came to us. Rove Spark's dual action formula acts fast and lasts long, so you will too. 2 ingredients in 1 spark means more for everyone. Now, when she wants the heat,
I got the spark.
we got you, Dave. Connect with the provider and find out if sparks are right.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people?
We want our dog to fetch
How the hell is everybody doing today?
and drop it. Sadly, we can't have it all.
I hope you guys are having a great fucking day.
Check in with the pros in men's hair and totally
Today we got game 2
uninterrupted
of the series against the Orioles. It's game 145 on the season. Only got 17 games left. Or I think today counts 18. Today makes 18, yeah. That's how math works.
Crafted
So,
with Valencia orange peel and coriander.
happy Tuesday. What's up, Daniel Bayer? Happy Tuesday. How's it going? It's good. I already got some pizza on the way from Liberty Pizza. It's 7 o'clock here in Syracuse, New York, and in Boston, where the game is being played today. It's going pretty good. It's a good day. I took a nap earlier. So, starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles is Albert Suarez. He has a 3.49 ERA in 28 games played this year. Has 87 strikeouts and 113 and a third innings pitched. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox is Cutter Crawford. He has a 4.08 ERA in 29 games played this year. Has 149 strikeouts and 161 innings pitched.
It's all about keeping hope alive. The Red Sox have gained ground.
Fuck yeah. Starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles. Gunnar Henderson leads off at shortstop. Cedric Mullins will bat second in center field. Anthony Santander will bat third in right field. Ryan O'Hearn bats fourth at first base. Adley Rutschman will bat fifth at DH. Colton Cowser will bat sixth in left field. Kobe Mayo, who is just fucking terrible, bats seventh at third base. Jackson Holliday bats eighth at second base. And James McCann bats ninth at catcher. Leading off for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran leads off in center field. Rafael Devers will bat second at third base. Willie Abreu will bat third in right field. Tyler O'Neill will bat fourth in left field. Masataka Yoshida will bat fifth at DH. Connor Wong will bat sixth at catcher. Tristan Casas will bat seventh at first base. And Manuel Valdez will bat eighth at second base. And my man Ceddanne Rafaela will bat ninth at shortstop.
Come onto the scene and offensively has been awesome. A lot of doubles, the home runs. He's driving the ball and playing great defense. So we'll see what we get from these three players. Loving what they've done.
Gonna be a fun night tonight.
We love what he does defensively. The metrics on him don't really add up defensively, which is wild because we've come to love it. But there's a lot of hope for him in the coming
Yeah, I
games.
got pizza already ordered.
Last night, he was a big part of the explosion. Red Sox had 15 hits in the victory. Cutter Crawford taking the ball against the Orioles. He's trying to beat them for the first time in his career. No time like the present. Red Sox Orioles on the way next.
Drive into summer. With aggressive styling and proven performance, the Arturo Trailblade family of tires are ready for your next adventure. The Trailblade MT features a race-winning tread pattern and stylishly aggressive sidewall that cuts through any terrain. Wherever the road ends, your adventure begins with Arturo Tires. Discover the full Arturo family of tires at Arturo.com.
NexGuard Plus helps you protect your dog from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, and more. All in one delicious monthly soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. NexGuard Plus, the one you want for one and done protection.
5 minutes, fellas, 5 minutes.
Appreciate it, man. Oh, okay, you getting that bed in before the boom,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, LA all the way.
What? Oh, come on, man. You know it's Boston, baby.
KG, I understand why you said it, but it's LA.
Jay, are you serious?
You know what? It's LA.
Why you standing up?
Because it's LA. You know what? You ain't scared me. Let me tell you something. That
It's
is
Boston, Boston, Boston.
It's LA.
Are you sure you can handle this?
You know I've always loved technology.
I get that tech has always been your thing, but why this?
Well, this technology protects the world, and I want to be part of that. So, Dad, what do you think?
First pitch is at 7:10 here at Fenway Park.
Can you blame them? They've got the biggest rival.
Game is on TBS also,
TV.
so it is nationally broadcasted, but it's also on NESN and the Orioles
Game
channel.
number 2. One man who is absolutely on fire right now.
I prefer my guys, my local broadcasts.
Home run ball. For more on TO, let's toss it down to Jemai.
Yeah, Dave. Tyler O'Neill, when he hits one home run, there's a good chance he'll be in line that night for another. With his now 7 multi-home run games this season, it's most by a Red Sox since David Ortiz hit 9 multi-home run games in 2005. Time now to go behind the jersey, presented by Mass Mutual, an official partner of the Boston Red Sox. O'Neill tied with Astro slugger Yordan Alvarez for the Major League lead. He's got 12 career multi-homer games, but this was his second time in 3 games he's had multiple home runs. I talked with bench coach Ramon Vasquez about how O'Neill's been so impactful in the lineup.
You know what? The spot that he hits, it makes everybody around him better. You know, when he's on, the other team knows. You know, all the left-handers that we have in the lineup.
Chester.
You know, he's the big right-handed bat we got in the lineup, right in the middle. And when he's hot, it makes it tough on them.
Don't ignore me,
They already
dog.
know, especially that
I
team
know you
like
won't be
them,
ignoring me when I got
lefties they
pizza.
in the bullpen, you know,
And you'll be asking for
makes
some.
it hard on them. Are you gonna
And
bring?
I'll be like, nah,
You're
you're
gonna bring the
ignoring me
lefty
right
for the
now.
lefties, but then he's in the middle of the lineup. If he's gonna have to face him, you know, it's when he's hot. It's he makes everybody else around dangerous. So you know, it's always fun to watch him hitting home runs. And I don't. Has he had any home runs less than 400 feet? I mean, it's amazing. That ball last night, the second one, it was just like almost disappeared. Almost got out of the whole stadium. But yeah, it's nice to see him get going, especially at this moment where we're at right now.
That moment now, 3 games back of a wild card spot, but the Sox have business to get handled first tonight. O'Neill and his 29 homers, batting cleanup in what will be his 100th game with the Sox. Only J.D. Martinez, Manny Ramirez, Jimmy Fox have hit more in that span. Hopefully, the offense can provide another outburst of run support for Cutter Crawford, who has a starting game too.
It's getting darker earlier now. It's weird. It's weird, y'all.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Find battery tools in the AK homeowner system starting at $199.99. Real Steel. Find yours.
Doors lead us to places we've never been. Your dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors. They can help you create a retirement income plan designed to balance growth and guaranteed income, and provide access to specialists who help with estate planning to look out for future generations. So you're not just growing and protecting your wealth, you're sharing it. Because doors are meant to be opened.
There is nothing like a Wendy's Frosty. It's cool, it's creamy, It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
To celebrate Roberto Clemente Day presented by Capital One, we are excited to share the NL nominees for the 2024 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One.
Wow, could he be any more impressive?
He's had the clutch gene all year.
But it's out of here. Francisco Lindor raging hot.
Look at that. I mean, that is perfection. He really is doing everything.
Chris Sale. Wow, what a season.
He's been a shining light for the Atlanta Braves.
Josiah Gray, he was brilliant tonight.
He's been lights out and a bright spot for the Washington Nationals.
Luzardo threw 8 scoreless innings.
He's one of the best young left-handers in the entire sport.
Vote now for the 2024 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One and be entered for a chance to win 2 World Series tickets. Visit MLBtogether.com/Clemente21 for your chance.
Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Shop Nissan.com. Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. And by Salem 5, the only victory we hang our hats on is the next one. Make your move. That was a classic last night. Ref Snyder down the line, and then follow moments later for the second time in the game by Tyler O'Neill. Back-to-back twice. Doesn't happen very often. That was a big deal last night. Red Sox roaring to a victory. Then on a beautiful night at Fenway, trying to make it 2 for 2 against the Baltimore Orioles. And Red Sox about to take the field here behind Cutter Crawford.
Why are we taking the field so late recently?
Now. And that
people just still standing around.
Spot is on. Red Sox Tigers.
Like first pitch is supposed to be right now,
Detroit
and there's people standing around.
Now against Colorado in the second inning, they have a 1-0 lead. But last night made things a lot more hopeful for the moment here for the Red Sox. Got to keep winning though. If you look at the wild card teams in action, teams who are vying for it right now. Kansas City taking on the Yankees, the Angels and Twins getting underway at 7:30. And the Padres and Seattle one of the 3 at 9:30 when they get underway. We'll keep you posted on everything we can throughout our game tonight. Here's a look at the Oriole lineup. It's brought to you by Nissan. The dangerous Gunnar Henderson with 36 home runs. He will lead things off. Cedric Mullins in center field made an awesome catch last night. Santander hit his 40th home run. Didn't matter in the end for the Red Sox. O'Hearn, Rutschman, Cowser, who's in left, followed by Mayo, Holiday, and McCann, the catcher. Taking on a Red Sox starting pitcher, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com. Cutter Crawford, 8-13, ERA at 4.08, making his 30th start of the year. That's a career high.
Let's take a look at the Red Sox defense presented by Bigelow Tea. We got Devers at third base, Rafaela at shortstop, Valdez at second, Casas at first, O'Neill in left, Durant at center, Abreu in right, Cutter Crawford doing the pitching, Connor Wallen doing the catching.
Umpires tonight, Ryan Wills has balls and strikes. It'll be Clemens at first, Ortiz at second, and Chad Fairchild at third. Chad is the crew chief. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Weather forecast is picture perfect, clear sky, 75 degrees. Stars will be out soon. Red Sox and the Orioles, who lost ground to the Yankees last night, so they sit a game and a half back in New York. Yankees in first place. Orioles have dropped 3 consecutive games. We said this, you going into the broadcast last night. This might be a very good time to be seeing the Orioles because they're not quite the same team as the Red Sox saw them in mid-August or in early April.
Yeah, it's a good time to face this club because their offense is scuffling in a lot of ways. They also broke up the streak for them. I mean, not streak, but if you go look at the analytics, they were 60-15 going into last night's game when they scored first.
All right.
Now 60-16. So the Red Sox
just
got to swing those bats again.
Off we go.
First pitch swung on and a fly ball drifting into left field for O'Neill.
That'll be out number 1 quickly.
Out on one pitch. So Cutter gets his first man. He's trying to snap his own 4-game losing streak. Although he has pitched well in some of those games. In fact, the last 3 he's pitched well enough to win. He lost to the Mets last time out 7-2, but he gave up just 2 runs in 6 innings. He struck out 8.
Yeah, he's pitched well over the last 3 starts. that 3 ERA, 164 average against, and I think the big thing that has happened is this cutter
I'm gonna grab that
usage.
real
When you go
quick.
here, he throws the 4-seam, the cutter, the sweeper, splitter, and knuckle curve, but he has increased the usage of his cutter in his last 3 starts, and that has shown a little bit of effectiveness. So we'll see what we got tonight.
Arsenal presented by Audi.
It's also his 30th start.
Yep, as mentioned, a career high, the 1-1 to Mullins. High fly, right field. Abreu getting under. Still on the move, stumbled a little bit. That's headed into the stands. And that ball is gone.
God damn it.
Drifting and drifting. And you're waiting for Abreu to get under.
God fucking damn it.
Ballpark for a home run.
Yeah, right when he hit this, it looked a little dangerous in the sense of the way he stayed through it.
Well, that makes it an already 1-0 game.
Gusty today. But that wind is blowing straight. It's not straight in from left, but it's almost like left center to right field foul pole. And you couldn't hit a better ball than Cedric Mullins did right there on a windy day here at Fenway Park.
Damn, man.
Couldn't get to it and gone. That one ripped and a sharp play by Casas. He'll cut it down, get to the bag, and make the play for out number 2.
That's on number 2.
One more look at Abreu tracking this. And they stumbled a little bit. The foot caught and out of real estate.
They had no chance.
Wow. Well, Fenway homer for you.
Mm-hmm.
That wind kept on blowing it. Certainly looked, when you checked out Willier, like he thought he was going to make the play. And way before it got to the stands.
Yeah, I think normally he's catching that ball right on the cut of that grass, right before, you know, the dirt area there. That was wild. You don't see too many of those like that from a lefty. You're going to see the righties, right, where it's going to push, but usually lefties, the way he hit it, it kind of just keeps staying more fair.
Rob Refsnyder tucked one inside last night. Fly ball here off the bat of O'Hearn. And O'Neill with the play into the gap. He's got it. But a quick strike here for Baltimore, 1-0.
That'll bring us to the bottom of the first inning. But the Orioles already scored 1 run there on the home run from Cedric Mullins. So it's already a 1-0 game.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I think I'm right for this. I said, I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it! What if you knew you'd be paid fairly? Check this out. Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you, and her, and them? And what if the promise of better work, no way, was something that found us?
I got the interview. With StatCast powered by Google Cloud AI, fans can now find new ways to track the best players in the world. Google Cloud AI combines metrics like exit velocity, launch angle, and hit probability to get expected weighted on base average.
People are watching the fucking debate tonight.
Can show how good a batter truly
That
is
sucks.
by taking the quality of contact a player had and removing the defensive outcome. For smarter stats and sweeter insights,
Devers at third, then Abreu, O'Neill, and Yoshida Kanawan catching. Casas just made a fine play at first. Valdez at second. Cedon Rafaela coming off 4 RBIs. He is batting out of the 9th spot, playing short against the Orioles starter. Presented by PNC Bank. Albert Suarez, 7-5. ERA at 3.49. He was hit hard by the Chicago White Sox in his last start. Back a wallop for 6 runs, 3 home runs in 4 1/3.
Yeah, definitely a tough outing against the White Sox.
Here's Albert Suarez. Jared Duran leads off.
His last start against the Red Sox, he was dominant. Through 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 Ks, and 0 walks.
That was on August 18th.
But one oddity from last night, the Red Sox pounded out 15 hits, none by Jaron Duran. 0 for 5, struck out 3 times. Got fooled on that one. Tried to hold up on the curveball. It's 0-2.
Yeah, it's amazing. Rob Refsnyder, right? I thought Outscore was the front runner. Rob Refsnyder can't get in the lineup tonight. He did too hard. I mean, what the heck?
Go hit 5.
It's unbelievable. But it's what happens when you're facing the righty. Lefties get back in the lineup.
Rob, the next day, today, after the big outing last night, this will be hit deep down the left field line, heading back toward the wall into the corner.
Oh.
And that ball is going to be fouled. And a foul ball, third base umpire Chad Fairchild
That is
said
foul.
it had
So
gone foul.
Jaron Duran got all the way to second. He'll have to go back home.
Not a lot of room there. We can't see it from our vantage point. We are blinded to this. So let's see where he makes.
Ooh, I think that's fair.
Where he missed it.
I think that's fair.
At first, it looked like it hit the glove, right? But he just missed it. It went over him.
Just missed it.
Okay. Not doing anything
That's
about
the best
it.
look we have there. As you mentioned, it's one spot. There are 2 places in the ballpark that, from our vantage point, we cannot see. That's one of them.
Yeah.
The other's down the right field line, right up against the pesky pole. That is not in our view. Fair foul down there.
Yeah, luckily that one's just a slight obstruction for us.
Check swing, but he went, and strike 3. So Durand, who's been striking out a little bit lately, K's here in the first inning.
Let's take a look at the Orioles defense. We got Cody Mayo at third base, Gunnar Henderson at short, Jackson Holliday at second, Ryan O'Hearn at first, Colton Cowser in left, Cedric Mullins in center, Anthony Santander in right, and the battery. Suarez doing the pitching, James McCann doing the catching.
Rafael Devers, 281, 28 home runs and 3 singles last night. Red Sox just pounced offensively. A reminder that this is a good offensive team. It had been a while since the Red Sox last scored 10 runs. They got 12 last night. Had to go back to August 16th. Last time they did it, that was against Baltimore at Camden Yards.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen a lot of runs like that, but we've seen a lot of games where they can just run up the score. Last night we saw a lot of the long ball, but we also saw a lot of base hits, put the ball in play. Saw a couple, Gunnar Henderson on the one from Danny Jensen make the error. So it's about putting the ball in play. I mean, they did strike out 13 times. I will say that you wouldn't have thought that with the score.
Yeah, another oddity there, all those cases. The Red Sox strike out a lot. They've done it all year.
Yeah.
Average about 10 a game.
But then a guy like Rafi Devers gets up there yesterday, just trying to do small little things, get the base hits.
2-2. Well, you're Abreu on deck. So we'll keep you posted on the Tigers and Colorado. I can tell you right now that the Tigers have jumped in front 5-0 in the third inning. Pitch will miss ball 4. So Devers is on.
So Rafael Devers walks.
Suarez pitching arsenal is presented by W.D. Mason.
Yeah, he's got the 4-seam. He's got to throw half the time. The cutter, the change. We've seen a lot of the curveball tonight. You see, he's got that 200 opponent average against him. 4-seam's going to have some carry. The big ones, the cutter's got good downward vert on it compared to Major League average, and the changeups got good arm side run to it.
Rayo checking at 267. He's hammered 15 home runs. One more note on Rob Refsnyder last night. Today, right after his great performance last night, Rob was presented the Bo Sox Club Man of the Year at the Bo Sox luncheon at the Hilton Dedham earlier today. After a tremendous effort last night, gave a great speech. Fly ball in the center. Routine play from Mullins.
That'll be out number 2.
Adam Pellerin was terrific as the MC. But Rob told the audience that last night, about an hour before the game, he was in full uniform. He was his little daughter, little girl, and she wasn't feeling well, and she proceeded to throw up all over him, like from head to toe.
not gonna lie to you. I'm giving my kids anything that's gonna make them throw up on me again. Until I'm having a night like that, I'm gonna find a way for my kids to throw up on me.
He says, I'm not superstitious, but...
Oh, no, I am. I'm throwing up on me every day.
A very special event, great day.
That's a great story, too.
Oh, my God. He said, and he came into the clubhouse, and his teammates thought it was him that he had thrown up on himself.
Oh, man. Even better.
He said, no, it was my little girl. Quickly changed and went out and had a career night.
Ball's a little up right there.
Theo up to 29 home runs.
Had a little trouble against Suarez. His last 3 strikeouts.
Chance to equal his career high of 34 home runs in 2021 with St. Louis. Before the month is out. Red Sox down 1-0. On the cutter,
that's strike 3.
Miss, and that is a strikeout for out number 3.
So that'll end the first inning, a 1-0 game.
Every bite better with Pepsi. If you know luxury, it's not just a word, it's rewarding. Sattva mattresses supports all types of sleepers with durable steel coils and plush organic cotton. Luxury is handcrafted in American factories and brought directly to you with our free in-home white glove delivery service, which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Sattva to friends and family. Sattva, luxury mattresses made affordable.
Okay, Ozan, let's get this work started. Not today.
Not today. Not today.
Just stop that.
Not today. Speaking of which, I was looking at the contracts.
Hey, Cisco Lindor spoiled his last outing for him, but in talking with Cutter Crawford, he says he finally feels like he caught his second half win. Says mechanically he's in a really good spot. Says when he was going through his struggles in that tough stretch of pitching, his cutter wasn't what it needed to be. He says that he dialed it back into the one that he likes throwing, which is, as you pointed out, Youth, has led to that increased usage. He says it's come from him maintaining the quality of pitches, being able to be in the strike zone as much as possible.
So here's the top of the second inning.
Getting
Strike 1 to Adley Rutschman.
Second inning, 1-0 the Orioles on a home run by Cedric Mullins. 93 pitches against the Mets last time out. One hot baseball team.
They got hot at the right time. I mean, that's the thing about September baseball. You know, a lot of people talk, you got to keep yourself in contention as long as you can. But when you get to September, we saw it last year, the Rangers, the Diamondbacks, they got hot at the right time, and they just rolled. That's why a lot of Orioles fans are a little worried about what they're seeing with this team right now. They're not seeing the offensive production that they saw early on and over the past few years, and it's the starting pitching as well.
A couple of injuries have certainly contributed to that. Roller toward first, fair ball, scooped up by Casas for the out. One away in the second inning for Baltimore. Colton Cowser, the rookie, next. Orioles have lost 3 in a row. still 82 and 63, but very so-so since the All-Star break. One game under 500 after the Red Sox win last night. That's 5, just not swinging a bat at all.
Yeah, pitching, right? I mean, just one of those stretches, and you read a bunch of the headlines that Corbin Burns was saying we're just, one step forward, 2 steps back, the way we're kind of doing it right now. So you never know. I mean, sometimes it's just that one series where it can get you back on track and gain your confidence levels. They're closing in right now. I mean, they're probably going to, they're making the playoffs with what they're doing, unless they really collapse, which would be hard to do. But they got to get hot at some point. They got to have a couple series back to back where they can take their opposition down.
All one.
They also got to face Detroit after this, right, too. So they have a couple of series that are very important, not just for their own selves, but for this wild card race.
Yeah. Right now, they're a wild card team, as you point out. Certainly leaning that way for October, but getting into postseason play. Behind the Yankees, who are 0-0 with Kansas City into the second inning as we speak. Red Sox are heading to the Bronx next after tomorrow night's game. 2-2 to Cowser. Checked the swing, fouled it away. Now, Cowser with 20 home runs. He's driven in 62. Numbers are pretty good offensively. But you made this point in the open. He's 10 outs above average. Defensively, he's really acquitted himself.
Yeah, and I think Willie Abreu is a guy that has had a great year.
Flying in center field for Duran. Put that away. 2 gone.
And I think he's on the same level as Corbin Cowser in production and all that. The problem is he has like 110 less at bats. So if you go look into dissect that, now he's over 5. He's what, 500 at bats now. Corbin Cowser. So it'll be interesting to see how the voting comes, but who knows? If Abreu turns it on at the end, he might surpass him.
Talk about those number of at-bats. Remember he stumbled down the stairs and sprained his ankle and was lost for that period of time. Could cost him the Rookie of the Year. We'll see. His Mayo, 0.69 for the youngster without a home run.
It's interesting too. We talked about these 3 in the open. You got Corbin Cowser playing left.
He's a 275 OPS. Jesus Christ. That is bad
for a rookie class.
Too shabby. Base is clean. A high pop foul out of play. Mayo recalled from AAA on September 1st. Made his major league debut earlier this summer against the Cleveland Guardians. The 22 home runs in the minors.
Kind of off to that slow start, kind of similar to Jackson Holiday. A lot of times, you look at these slow starts, you get down on them, but they're young. Let them grow.
It's the 8th oldest in Major League Baseball, and even though it's undergone some renovations, there are just as many bad seats here as there are at some of the oldest sleep venues.
How easy is it to play the lottery with Jackpocket? Step 1, grab your phone. Step 2, download Jackpocket and start ordering tickets for your favorite state lottery games. Step 3, let the good times roll. Jackpocket is so easy to use from home or on the go. And there have been over $500 million in total prizes won. So now, the easiest way to enjoy the lottery is right in your pocket. Jackpocket. Download America's #1 lottery app today.
There's a power within each of us. When awakened, it can boost performance, enhance learning, even help you work smarter. And you can unlock it with one simple thing: better sleep. Safa provides that with our luxury mattresses, handcrafted with premium materials in our American factories. We even deliver to any room in your home for free. Safa, you deserve the comfort of a great night's sleep.
To a perfect family vacation, separate rooms. Life's a trip,
Make the most of it at Best Western.
Experience Verilux XR Track, a progressive lens engineered with AI and powered by individual measurements of your visual behavior. A lens personalized to you by an Essilor expert optician. Verilux by Essilor.
Premium detergent does clean laundry, but the value just doesn't stack up to Arm & Hammer Deep Clean. Clean 3 times more loads than premium tile detergent at the same price. Arm & Hammer, more power to you.
Are you crying? No. There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you...
Looked like it was going to fall right in, but Cedric Mullins laying out with the Superman. 10% chance of getting to that ball. But we've seen a lot from him in center field, the way he can chase down the fly balls and rob the homers.
Red Sox trail 1-0 to the Orioles, bottom of the second inning. And Yoshida will lead things off. Lassa checking in at 284. One of the toughest men to strike out in the American League. He's had 330 at-bats, less than 50 Ks. And then Wong and then Casas. He is 2 for 3 against Suarez. Venezuelan, who has pitched for the Giants and in both Japan and Korea. His baseball career.
I wonder if they face each other.
1-1. Good changeup. His brother Robert, by the way, is an all-star closer for the San Diego Padres.
That's right. Yeah, you can see the way he sells that changeup and the movement. It just gets enough of that arm side run, especially the lefties. Abreu hit that changeup off the end of the bat. Right there, you see Yoshida swinging right through it.
Swing and a miss, and a rare K for
That'll
him.
be
But
out
for the
number
Red
1.
Sox, it's already 3 strikeouts out of the first 5. So Suarez is on here at this point in the game.
Yeah, again, he goes this changeup, and the way he throws that short arm, it's almost like that short arm, he turns a little bit. Out of hand, you just don't see it well for a lefty. Righties, you might see it a little bit more.
Connor Wong, 285. He's homered 13 times. Catching tonight, played first base last night, and really did a nice job.
Yeah, he did. That one play wasn't pretty. Got in front of it, knocked it down, almost blocked it like a catcher, and got the out. That's one thing as a first baseman you got to do. You're not there for style points. You're out there to get outs.
Loops this one down the right field line. That one heading along the chalk. It's going to drop in and kicks off into the stands for a double. Man, did he put that in a perfect spot. Connor Wong with a 2-base hit. As he jumped off the turf and been the seats. His 19th double.
Yeah, that extends his hitting streak now to 4 games. He's now 6 for his last 14. Sometimes that's some of the best ones too, because you got jammed, you got beat, but you just snuck it right in.
So an RBI opportunity for Casas, 242 with 8 home runs. Almost gets away, but McCann hustles for it, and Wong stays put at second. Batting stats are presented by your local New England Honda dealers.
Casas is a little cooled off with a 3 for his last 31, but good matchup right here. He's 2 for 3 off Suarez.
Valdez playing second tonight. He's up next.
Man, that was a hack. We've seen this a little bit too from him.
Come on,
lately.
Casas.
Getting a lot of big swings from Tristan Casas. When you see him going good a lot of times, it's when he gets to 2 strikes, he starts focusing in and just trying to play pepper with it. Don't mind, right? 1-0, take your hacks. But big one with Tristan is when he's getting those good pitches early, just under control. Don't have to generate it. You got enough pop in there.
He's not hit a home run since August 25 against Arizona. 2-1. 1 foul, another changeup. Manny likes that change. Throwing a lot of them. That one off the end of the bat, 2-2.
That's one thing too. You don't see Costa swing at that pitch a lot, right? Maybe he's a little over aggressive. When you're in slump, sometimes you try to hit your way out of it. Sometimes it's about figuring out how to be aggressive, but staying within your abilities of what you're trying to hit hard early.
What's the best advice anybody ever gave you when you were slumping?
I think it just depends on what you're doing. If you're jumpy, a lot of it is, hey, stay
What's
within
up,
yourself.
Malachi?
The biggest one is, hey, just, stay within yourself, stay up the middle, other way. Tito used to say, hey, just get jammed. Like, if you're rolling over the ball a lot, right, you're catching it out in front, you're just over swinging. The big one is, hey, try to get jammed, which means staying through the ball, good bat path through, and staying up the middle to the opposite field. And once you get that little ball that fades in over the second baseman's heads or shortstops if you're a lefty, that starts leading to better bat path and better barrels to the ball.
Long is second. 3-2 will strike him out. Changeup.
So that's out
He's
number
right
2.
The case here. He's got 4 already in his first 2 innings. 2 gone.
Yeah, you see yelling in to Wills. That ball's down. That was. It's been a big zone. I think McCann just sold that.
That did miss.
See how he got below that ball, though, as a catcher? A lot of times that's where they're getting it. That low strike, that's why they're trying to get down there on that knee, is they're trying to steal that low pitch. McCann doing a good job getting below it. Selling it well for Wills. But that ball was definitely a little down.
Valdez, 224 with 6 home runs, trying to pick up an RBI here. Now, I thought I had given you a assignment. You mentioned Tito Francona.
How about you say it, Malachi?
Find out, is Tito going to come back and manage like next
It's not going to happen.
Oh, I had 24 hours.
Okay.
But I feel like...
Didn't realize that was the assignment.
I didn't know the assignment was in 24 hours.
All right. Henderson backing out. He's calling for it. Going to give you another 24. Valdez pops up. Side retired.
Last name's Power.
So that'll end the second inning. That'll bring us to the third inning. Still a 1-0 ball game with the Orioles leading.
Welcome to Applebee's. Can I interest you in America's favorite boneless wings for just 50 cents each?
I have the 50-cent bone.
Cover your mouth. I can steal your order.
Malachi, how funny are you?
I'll have the 50-cent.
Do you think you're a funny guy, Malachi?
I'll have the same.
Perfect.
Do you think of yourself as a comedian?
I love it when people say that something's impossible. I see that as a challenge.
I'ma keep it up. I'm out the gutter, still got the hunger, big clutch, still getting clutch, so I can beat the buzzer. Trying to feed the fam, I ain't trying to feed the culture, but I do though. I can change your life for as you know. Can I put in work? Oh baby, I'ma put in work. Can I put in work? Oh baby, I'ma put in work. I can make the strawberry shine across the earth. Can I put in work?
Come on.
I'ma put in work.
Sweat isn't sweet. It's salty. Element.
Who the fuck
More
is that?
electrolytes, Zero sugar. You
I
feel
don't know who
the
that
difference
person
when you
is,
get it right.
Malachi.
Stay salty.
When it comes to tickets, pick.
And the Orioles are in front. Dave O'Brien alongside Kevin Youkilis. And, of course, Jemai Webster. Jackson Holliday to lead things off here against Cutter Crawford. He was 0-3 lifetime against Baltimore with a 6.58 ERA. And trying to snap a 4-game personal skid tonight overall. One bounce, it gets to Valdez at second, and he sets down the rookie.
That'll be out number 1.
Hey, check out Unobstructed Views with Jared Carrabis happening right now. Same game to experience.
Wish I could.
Catch Unobstructed Views on NESN Plus or stream it on NESN 360.
It's only available in market.
One man away for James McCann. And then Gunnar Henderson after him.
I'll tell you one thing, this Orioles offense is swinging the bat. I mean, they're aggressive.
Yeah, they were slumping coming in. As we were talking about individual slumps, this is a team slump. Definitely trying to swing their way out of it.
A lot of times that's what happens too when a team is struggling. It's the being indecisive early, not jumping on your pitches, versus being overly aggressive and getting bad swings or weak contact. So that is where a lot of offenses, when they're going bad, that's the struggle, is trying to figure it out, right? There's always like 2 players that are doing fine, they're having a good time, but overall, you just have a lot of guys that are just not in their zone of their feels of finding that pitch to hit early and laying off what's not theirs.
That's going to be in there. Fastball at 92. It had enough to strike out McCann.
That'll be out number 2.
Maybe these guys got the right idea, swing early, because this zone is big today. But hit the spot. Connor Wong wanted it out there. Good job of receiving it and selling it.
Is this the point in the game where it goes up and down the dugout? Hey, big zone, man. Everybody better be swinging.
I think once you get past the the first time around, right? And this is the second time, guys are like, hey, listen, the zone's a little big today. The problem is sometimes it does shrink. So you just don't know, right? But I always said you got to stay within yourself until you get to 2 strikes. Don't be swinging at bad pitches until you get to 2 strikes. And then at 2 strikes, you got to expand a little.
You saw McCann couldn't say anything as he walked away. He's their catcher. Connor Wong can't either. Certainly want those calls for your guys. Anderson's 0 for 1 to fly out to left. 36 home runs from the young shortstop, though that's the most by an Orioles shortstop in team history, surpassing Cal Ripken Jr., who hit 34 in 1991, and Miguel Tejada, who did the same thing in 2004. Great company.
Miguel Tejada, man, that guy was so much fun to play against. He'd always do the light bulb, but like great play. If anyone made a great play, he'd throw the light bulb at you with his hand. It looked like a giant claw, but it was a light bulb like shining on you, like you're good.
Ball 4.
He'd always do it like so. He would hit it, and you make a diving play, and then you run off the field and like give it to you. He was a character.
As we say, playing back in the 90s and the early 2000s, but he was kind of made for today.
Yeah, he was one guy they didn't talk about too. He was on those teams in Moneyball too, right?
Yes, he was.
They didn't talk about him.
Talk about any of the pitchers either.
Pitchers in Miguel Tejada. He was a stud.
Oh yeah, terrific shortstop.
Great defensive shortstop, can hit. Not a big guy either. He was thick, but in stature, like in height, he was not a big guy.
Mullins with the home run, his first at bat down the right field line. Home run in just 16 ballparks. At his 16th, he's always had good power, and another guy who isn't that big, but he can launch it. He's now 4 for 12 against Cutter Crawford this career, and he'll look at a strike. And can run too.
Yeah, he's had a solid career. A guy that's you can pencil in every day and know that you're going to get something from him defensively. Put together some good at bats.
2 out, 1 on. And another one down the right field line. This one's deep. Back to the corner, and she's going.
God damn it.
Cedric Mullins.
That's his second home run of the night.
And it is 3-0. The home runs again coming back to haunt Cutter Crawford. 3-0 Baltimore. Well, the first one didn't feel legit the way the wind kind of carried it. This one certainly does.
Yeah, that one's, I think that's at 30 ballparks. That's a home run. But this is the cutter. Was trying to go in on him. Left it out over. Mullins turns on this thing quick. Man, as a hitter, that is what you're loving. When you pull those hands inside real quick, get that barrel of the ball, keep it fair. Tough one there. Big one there was the walk. So you had the walk to Gunnar Henderson, right? Just lost control and then got himself into hitter's count. Then he can do that.
Well, look out, because here's Santander with 40. He's going to rake that one foul.
Jemai.
Jemai's always getting hit with foul balls.
I think everybody's okay. I'm not sure who got hit. I don't think anybody got hit. I didn't get hit, so that's most important.
Hey, man. Hey, that was quick. You were quick.
Jemai protecting Jemai.
Yeah, that's a strike right there. That's a big difference right there for Connor Crawford to go 1-2. And the same thing for Santander. He's 1-2 instead of 2-1. That changes in that bat.
Moving down the right field line, but a foul ball. It's 31 home runs allowed by Cutter Crawford this season. So strange, because early in the season he was not giving up innings.
Well, that was one thing too. You talk about a lot of the success at the beginning of the year. I think it was because they were starting a velo. They were chasing velo early in spring training. That was a big part of the philosophy, was trying to get that velo up early. And I think at some point maybe that slowed down. And I'm not a pitching guy. I don't understand all the nuances that goes into all that. But I know that when you're doing that early, yes, you're going to have that success. But there's going to be a time period where you slow down a little bit. Some guys get dead arm, get a little worn out. Who knows? Maybe that is the issue.
3-2 and a liner, and a base hit off into the gap over the leaping Rafaela. And a single for Santander, who's starting to swing it again. He was also in a slump coming in, but hit his 40th home run last night, a base hit here tonight.
Yeah, again, just missing a spot. Was trying to go away. This cuts right back to the heart of the plate. And Santander does a good job. Inside out. At first, I thought Rafaela was going to make an incredible play, but as you can see, looks like it's about a foot over his glove.
Fouled away by O'Hearn, who's 0 for 1 with a fly to left field. 3-0 Baltimore. The inning started very well for Cutter. Got a ground ball by Holiday. He struck out McCann. Looked like he was very careful with Henderson. He walked him, and then the home run by Mullins. Now base hit by Santander. One thing you didn't want to do was wake up Baltimore offensively.
Stole that right from me when I was ready to say the same thing. In this offense, you want to hold down. It's those right there. Those big misses. Those big misses like that. O'Hearn, he has been swinging, I mean, from pitch one, back-to-back games, but right there out of hand, that's an easy take.
High fly ball in the left field, not deep along the line. O'Neill is there. And that will retire the side, but another home run by Cedric Mullins makes it 3-0, the Birds.
It's time to feed the dogs real food, not highly processed pellets. The Farmer's Dog is fresh food made with whole meat and veggies. It's not dry food. It's not wet food. It's just real food. It's an idea whose time has come.
I'm getting vaccinated Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I already got a pneumonia vaccine.
but I'm asking about the added protection of Prevnar 20.
If you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 20 is approved in adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, fatigue, headache, and joint pain.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
I don't want to risk ending up in the hospital with pneumococcal pneumonia.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about the Pfizer vaccine for pneumococcal pneumonia.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Starting around $34,995. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
There is nothing like a Wendy's Frosty. It's cool. It's creamy. It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
With the Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle. Buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 through the 6th inning of tonight's game for the chance to win half of the jackpot. See official rules for full details.
Red Sox down 3-0. It's been a Cedric Mullins show. Great catch last night, 2 home runs tonight. As Rafaela gets in against Suarez. Stayed on 15 home runs, 69 runs batted in. It leads the rookie class. Drove in 4 last night. Those were all in his last 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he's done a good job with runners in scoring position, making the opposition hurt. Saw that last night. Big night.
When you watch him, what's the next step for him as a hitter?
Consistency. You know, the big thing is consistency, staying within himself. You know, it's talked about, right? With Rafael, as everyone's concern was, will he expand outside the zone too much at the major league level? That is the consistency that I'm talking about, is staying within himself. A lot of times you see him take a lot of big swings, and those big swings tend to be fly balls to the weak side, you know, to the opposite field, to right field, gets jammed a little bit. But I'll tell you what, you hang a slider or a curveball into him, it is hitting a mile. So he's got a lot of pop. He's not a big guy either, but the pop's in there, and it's just about trying to stay within that strike zone and utilizing all fields.
To a high fly again over near the pesky pole. Moving over is Santander to make the catch. Not enough push on that one. 1 away.
And you look at the first 2 innings, it's wild. I mean, Suarez had 10 strikes, 16 pitches. First inning, second inning, 2 strikeouts in each, 1 left on base in each. 4 batters up in both innings. I mean, it's identical in those first 2.
4 punch-outs. He got Jaron Duran to start the game with a strikeout. The Sox struck out 13 times last night, despite all the offense. Jaron stuck on 99 runs. Get on and get in here in the 3rd inning. 3-0 Baltimore. His changeup's been really good.
It's been real good. Right? You got to respect the fastball. It's got good carry at the top of the zone. Then he just drops that in on you, where it's got that good movement away from the barrels of the lefties. Just missed there. It's been an interesting little strike zone to see what's a strike, what's not. You see McCann looking back.
Yeah, that's a political way of putting it.
You know, but that one too, it wasn't a good pitch in the sense he was trying to go away, and McCann had to reach across his body to go get that.
And just foul. Suarez was really good against the Red Sox when he faced him in August at Camden Yards. He got the win, 6 strong scoreless innings. They allowed only 7 hits. Really scattered those hits, and he whiffed 6. So far tonight, he's been even better.
Yeah, and he's utilizing all of his pitches, right? A lot of times you see him 50% of the time he's throwing the 4-seam. Not tonight, only 32%. Followed with that curveball and that change.
Right to the first baseman, scooped up by O'Hearn. 2 up and 2 down. So thus far, Red Sox pretty quiet offensively after the explosion of yesterday. Let's see if Raffy gets Sox going. He walked in the first inning there. As he went 3 for 5 and 3 singles last night. Orioles here for one more night. 7:10 start time tomorrow. Nick Pivetta against Dee Kramer, also a right-hander. Then it is on to the Bronx for 4 with the Yankees. The first 2 are national games, Fox and Apple TV, before we get to work on Saturday and Sunday, which are both afternoon games.
Look out, New York City. Tear it up, OB. Let's go.
You're going to be free all by yourself in New York City for 2 whole nights with no assignments. So what's on the agenda?
Yeah, you can't have an agenda. You just go for it, right?
Yeah.
You can't plan it out in New York City. You just go for it.
You just go for it and let the authorities take care of the rest.
Let the authorities take care of the rest.
Hammered up the middle and through for a base hit.
There you go.
Raffy added again with the singles. We'll see if that ignites the Red Sox offense with 2 down.
Should. Let's get some runs up
past
there.
2 nights for Raffy. Not, he's taking some big hacks tonight.
So a single for Rafael Devers. Willie Abreu comes up with 2 outs. He's 0 for 1 tonight.
Little base hit to the middle.
Red Sox ripping 4 home runs last night. Williams got 15. He's 0 for 1 with a fly to center. He's only played 14 games against Baltimore, but he's hitting .311 against their pitching staff. Devers on with 2 gone.
Yeah, Brady didn't see a fastball in his first at bat. Got the curveball and then the changeup to fly out. Suarez doubling up right there with the fastball. Let's see if he goes that changeup right here again. Got him to fly out to center off the end of his bat.
Big cut. He tried to do serious damage with that swing. Just got a piece of it. 1 and 2.
Yeah, and Willie handles the ball down really well. We've seen those beautiful swings where he just golfs it and can crush it out to right center field. Up and in like that, that's a tough pitch for him. So he's gone in a couple times here. He either goes back in there again or he goes away here with something soft.
Yeah, he's not Raffy in that respect as far as getting down and getting that ball, but he can go get it, and he can hit the ball hard.
He's got that whip. He gets to the ball and that extra whip. It's beautiful when you see it from the side angle. After he hits it, he gets this length to his swing, and that's what generates that extra power. You saw it with a lot of guys like David Ortiz, and a lot of times when you get those swings, you're not in and out of the zone. When you create that whip and that length to your swing, that's where the power is generated.
2-2.
I love it. That's the one thing I noticed from day one with him is there's something in there in that swing that is just unique. Same thing. Not a big guy, but he can generate a lot of power.
Well, very solidly built. Devers with a short lead at first. And a full count.
It's interesting how he hasn't thrown that changeup.
That's right. Last one was a curveball. And the rest of them like fastballs, so he's running full.
And a lot of it has to do with he's a little late, right? So he's a little late on that fastball, fouling it straight back. You're just tardy. So maybe he's a little nervous that they'll run right back into his bat path.
Devers running. Ooh, he tried to hold up, couldn't do it.
Oh, come on.
3. That's 5 for Suarez.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything
is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
I'ma keep it gutter. I'm out the gutter, still got the hunger, big clutch, still getting clutch, so I can beat the buzzer. Trying to feed the fam, I ain't trying to feed the culture, but I do though. I can change your life for as you know. Can I put in work? Oh baby, I'ma put in work. Can I put in work? Oh baby, I'ma put in work. I can make it strong, baby, shine from the front to third. Can I put in work?
Come on.
I'ma put in work.
Apartments.com lets any landlord find qualified renters and sign leases and collect payments from any place, even here. And where's here? Isla de Rentada. Apartments.com, the place to list a place.
Dave likes things hot. So when he wanted to heat up his sex life, he came to us. Rove Spark's dual action formula acts fast and lasts long, so you will too. 2 ingredients in 1 spark means more for everyone. Now, when she wants the heat,
I got the spark.
we got you, Dave. Connect with the provider and find out if sparks are right for you at rove.co/sparks.
I've got a joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Deep down in my heart. It's down in my heart. I've got a joy.
2025 season are on sale now. For a limited time, secure a plan and you'll gain access to potential 2024 postseason matchups. For more information, visit redsox.com/season tickets.
The Red Sox are trailing 3-0 to the 4th inning at Fenway against Baltimore. Adley Rutschman will start it. Cutter Crawford's been burned by the home run ball. He's allowed 2, both of them to Cedric Mullins. And this man, Rutschman, has 2 career home runs off of Cutter as well. Rutschman, Cowser, and then Mayo due up. Royals are out in front of the Yankees 2-0 in the 4th inning. Keep an eye on the Angels at Minnesota. They are in the 2nd inning and scoreless. Detroit, one of the teams tied with the Red Sox, 3 games back. 3 teams right now, 3 games back in the wild card. They have a 5-0 lead against Colorado. Popped into right. Valdez out, incoming Abreu to put that away, and 1 gone.
Split finger there. Crawford doesn't throw that a ton. Actually left it in middle there. But just had Rutschman out front. A change of speed. He doesn't throw it that much, but you see how it's right down the middle here? But you can see Rutschman not ready for that. He's thinking that's either the cutter or the heater. Out of hand.
Guys fly to center, 0 for 1. Number 1 among American League rookies in runs scored with 70. 2nd in total bases, number 2 in extra base hits. Will also take a walk.
He's not scared to strike out either.
Who is?
Luis Arias.
Yes, that's probably right. Might be the end of the list.
Speaking of him.
Popped up, twisting foul off third, and keeps on moving.
I took my son for his 12th birthday to the Padres-Giants game this past Saturday out there in San Diego, and I'll tell you, he got up to bat. He's facing Logan Webb, man on third base, just base it up the middle. It's like, it's clockwork with that guy. You know, a lot of people talk about bat speed. He has the slowest bat speed of anyone, but he just hits 315.
Sharply but foul. How does that work? A guy who is not getting it through the zone very fast at all, and yet hit after hit after hit. Is it just he's taking it out of the glove?
Well, what they figured out is bat speed leads to power, right? And so everyone's chasing the analytics of the OPS and the slugging and homers and all that stuff. But you need your Luis Arias on your team to be a better overall team.
Couldn't hold up. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. So down goes Cowser. Not afraid.
Not afraid.
2 gone.
Yeah, went to that knuckle curve. Good. I mean, that slow-mo camera's awesome to see. A hitter seeing that ball in the zone and then drop real quick. Try to hold up, but couldn't.
So 2 away, and Mayo will swing and hit a high fly, but not deep. O'Neill range it over, keeps on coming. The wind really took that. It's happened a couple of times tonight, but that's a 1-2-3 inning. Cutter Crawford needed that.
Thursday night football on time. It's on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This week, it's Buffalo versus Miami as Thursday night football is back. AFC East division rivals battle it out in a high-powered offensive showdown you won't want to miss. It's Josh Allen and the Bills versus Tua and the Dolphins. Stream Thursday night football only on Prime.
Dogs lined up now.
Yep.
Not today.
Not today, huh?
Our players are under a lot of stress. We received inquiries from players saying, I'm interested in trying CBD. We want them to help them with their sleep, their anxiety, their stress, just balanced life. We will only recommend NSF certified for sport products to our players. As long as I know I have a safe product, it's going to be NSF sport certified. I'm going to be on the forefront providing it for my players. It's just great to be in a position to say, if you're interested in using CBD, Charlotte's Web is the one that we recommend.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it and drop it. We want to fix it ourselves and actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster and know the market price of the lobster.
How much is whatever the market says?
Sadly, we can't have it all, except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
This Red Sox broadcast on NESN is brought to you in part by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. Some bad news out of Minnesota. The Twins have taken a 4-0 lead against the Angels. We're talking about Detroit, tied with the Sox right now in the wild card race, 5-0 on Colorado. Red Sox trail here 3-0 in the 4th.
Yeah, this is fucking stupid.
Trying to change that. Tyler O'Neill, Masataka Yoshida, and Connor Wong. His second look at Suarez. O'Neill 0-for-1. He whiffed in the first inning. Next one for T.O. will be number 30. Came into the game tied for the Major League lead with 7 multi-home run games this year with Yordan Alvarez, who, if the Red Sox never see again, it won't be soon. I mean, the Sox just can't get him out.
Not a lot of people get him out.
It's the truth. He's a great hitter. Not talked about enough like that, I think.
One of the purest hitters in the game, too. I mean, the way he goes about it, he'll go to both fields. Just does a real good job of utilizing the gaps, and then the long ball comes, but he is a tough out. I remember it was Bernardino was the only one I saw make him look really bad.
And with the bases low,
that was unbelievable. I mean, he swung at a pitch that wasn't even close. The crazy one was McKinley at bat, struck out in 3. Nice.
Down he goes, 95 miles an hour. O'Neill fans and 1 away.
Yeah, he has a hard time picking up Suarez for some reason. That's 0-for-5 now with 5 punchies. Missed his spot there, too. It looked like he was trying to go in, but that is a spot you want to try to go against Tyler O'Neill away. He likes to pull the ball. That ball inner half, he's going to try to launch.
6 strikeouts for Suarez brings up Masataka Yoshida. He'll fly this one deep to left field, backing up Cowser right at the wall. He's got it.
Yeah, wrong night to hit this. That wind is coming in from left field. That's why Cedric Mullins had that home run. Not as windy as it was, but still pushing that thing down.
Connor Wong with a double his first trip. Popped on down the right field line and struck the dirt and kicked off into the stands. One of just 2 Red Sox hits so far against Suarez. Red Sox with 18 to go, including tonight. 8 here at Fenway. Running out of home games in the regular season. Road stops still to come in New York, Tampa Bay, and Toronto.
Yeah, these 2 series, right? It's these 2 games and then the 4 in New York. Going to be, in my opinion, are going to be the deciding factor of the season, right? If you can get in here, win this series, win the next, you got that chance. You still have to scoreboard watch, right? Because Minnesota controls their own destiny right now, leading 3 teams that are 3 games back in the wild card. So it's hard, right? If they're winning, there's not much you can do.
But after the Yankees series, this one ripped down the left field line.
There you go. There's a base hit for Connor Wong. That'll be a double.
Here's the throw in his second. He'll dive, and he's in there with a double. For the second time tonight, he doubles.
Yeah, a little foul pole to foul pole here. Suarez missing his spot, was trying to go down and away with that pitch, and just left it up. Connor Wong just hooked it. Cole Cowser made a great play on this too, on the run, but luckily Connor Wong's speed, look at him, he knows getting out of that box. You're at Fenway Park with that green monster. He almost stopped there too. What an athlete.
You know, Cowser out there left played that like a shortstop, going into the hole.
And that's why a lot of people are talking about, because outs above average are at 10, but it's little plays like that.
Massive swing and a miss by Casas. Yeah, he struck out first time up, but
you don't see that. I mean, you haven't seen this big of swings from Casas.
It is not Orioles magic, Jaden. It's going to be Red Sox magic in a little bit here at Fenway Park. Tristan Casas is about to hit a home run here. It's going to cut the lead to 1 run, and it's going to be awesome. There's strike 2.
A lot of times what you're doing, when you get that big swing, your head starts moving, that back shoulder starts dropping, and you have to be perfect. It has to be the perfect pitch into your swing path. Right now, it's just beating him. But he's really good at times of shortening it up, getting that bigger base, and just playing pepper with it. Right here is the time is needed to get that little base hit to try to score Connor Wong.
He's in a slump, 3 for his last 32. 95 with the heater. Red Sox just trying to get on the scoreboard, down 3-0. They can see what's going on in the other games of note.
And you see Suarez going back to that fastball because he saw those big swings. So he's trying to elevate, try to stay above that barrel.
1-2. Thought about it, stayed away. No swing, says Chad Fairchild.
Right here, sometimes you'll see the catcher call an automatic shake. Right, so sometimes they want to go back to a pitch, they'll go to the shake. It's a little different with pitch comp. Try to get the hitter off guard.
2-2. He's fought back to fill up the count here against Suarez. Trying to get the inning to Valdez with a couple of base runners. And a right-hander with a payoff pitch. And a high fly ball, deep center field. Mullins is back to the wall.
There, it's off the wall. That's going to score a run. It's now a 3-1 game. We got some Red Sox magic going on.
Double, and the Red Sox score for the first time tonight. That makes it 3-1.
That was a lot shorter of a swing, more controlled into the base. Looked like the changeup too.
Ah, fucking shit. Why won't this shit open?
So now he's just more connected in that, and he went.
Every now and then I get a blunt wrap that just won't open. It's so annoying.
With fastballs, couldn't throw that strike.
There we go.
Feeding into it. Good swing from Casas. The Red Sox are on the board.
Best swing he's had in a while. Here's Valdez looking to trade places with him. And Manuel 0 for 1. He's popped to short. 20 RBIs for Tristan.
Yo, those are, as a hitter, you're loving it too, because you're not catching the fastball, and they give you that changeup pitch right.
So here's Emmanuel Valdez.
Oh, makes you feel great about yourself.
1-0.
That's ball one.
Second base, the tag down, but not in time. Casas getting back in.
Sorry, that was ball two.
McCann came up firing.
I think he gets back, but luckily that throw was high.
Sox doing this with two fast outs and then one with the double. Casas right behind him with a 2-base hit. The appeal and no swing. So 3-0 on Valdez. Rafaela on deck.
Yeah, you got to hit 0-2 on Casas, and he has not found the strike zone. Any of his pitches other than that changeup that Casas hit.
Taking all the way in the strike. The old automatic.
I mean, he's calling this pitch up all night. I mean, this is a tough pitch for hitters.
You don't have to give it on 3-0. One fouled away, so now full count. Went back to the change there.
JC's shaking his head. It's full agreement with him, because from his angle too, I mean, that's multiple pitches that have been called up above the zone.
Ryan Wills, tonight's home plate umpire. It's been a scuffle. Three and two out. Casas the runner at second. And a payoff pitch.
I feel like Suarez is like that is the pitch he can throw for a strike right now too. This big with cutter, this big with some of the four seams. Nice for him to hang one here.
And you really want to see Rafaela up there with a couple of men. And he is going to.
And there's ball
get up
four.
there right now on ball 4.
So that'll put runners on first and second.
4 runs last night will come up to swing.
Here's Cedon Rafaela coming up.
Pitching mound visit. Yeah, it's funny. This game's funny. You get those first 2 quick outs, and then you just can't find it.
Yeah, 2 down and then a double and a walk. And the Red Sox may be in business with Cedon approaching. He's 0-for-1 with a fly to right. Baltimore with a mound meeting. They lead it 3-1. Drew French, their pitching coach. Long conversation with Suarez.
He's probably just trying to give him a breather. He's been grinding it out since Connor Wong's double.
Well, no rookie better in driving in runs this season in the American League than Cedon Rafaela. 69. Leads the rookies in RBIs, hits, and total bases. Back at shortstop tonight. So a night off for Trevor Story, his first one. First and second, 2 away.
Big cut right there. That's what we were talking about too. The maturation process of a hitter too is understanding that even when you get that, the bigger the swing on a curveball is not better. It's just all you got to do is just touch that thing with the barrel. It's got so much spin on it.
Oof, another curveball. And the same result. Would he dare throw it again?
Oh no, for me, if I'm pitching right now, you just threw 2 curveballs, I'm throwing a high heater.
0-2. First and second. And a wave and a miss. He did throw the curveball again. He struck him out.
Or just throw the curveball.
Or throw that again. 2-11.
ultimate balance. Goes on fast, stays ceramic strong. Tech easy, high-tech results. Carnuba Heart, super hydrophobic sole. Foam blasting, bead boosting shine. Meet Ultimate Hybrid, advanced ceramic and wax technology, the best of both worlds, but better. Only from Mothers.
We love the new place.
Great space for watching games.
Nothing better than baseball.
There were a few concessions.
Get your hot dogs here! Hot dog! Hot dog!
Hot churros! At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Popcorn! Cotton candy!
We already have food. Oh, I'll take the cotton candy. Any better than?
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico. When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander, Blue Moon is made brighter.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Dave likes things hot. So when he wanted to heat up his sex life, he came to us. Rove Sparks dual action formula acts fast and lasts long, so you will too.
Salem 5 Bank. Sox are down 3-1 to the Orioles here. Kevin Youkilis, Dave O'Brien, and Jemai Webster. On a lovely night at Fenway Park. Red Sox have 4 hits to Baltimore's 3. But strikeouts again. Been a kind of a bane of the Red Sox existence.
Yeah, they have. Got 7 already, right? Saw last night too. Even with the big win, you know, scoring a lot of runs, they had 13 strikeouts.
Jackson Holiday, very gifted second baseman. He is 0 for 1 with a ground at a second. And McCann and then Gunnar Henderson against Cutter Crawford. Got a 1-2-3 last inning. And he'll tear into one for a base hit to right field. Takes a big turn, hustling back in. Abreu kind of skittered the throw. Well, you're not shy. Before his career's out, he's going to get a couple of guys that way.
I love the way he plays too. He is ready to fire and show off that arm at all times. Good job by Jackson Holiday too. You know, that's the one thing you watch around the game when guys are running the bases well, taking good turns, you know, being smart about their turns. But you see a lot with Jarren Duran and the way he goes about it. But that's the thing I love most about sitting up here and evaluating, watching baseball talent is, are they doing the little things that, you know, don't really, like, a lot of fans aren't seeing. They just see the hit or they get excited about that. It's the turns around the bases. It's how aggressive you get on your turn to possibly get that next bag. A lot of that is done in the amateur, you know, it's not taught anymore at the lower levels in the amateur baseball because they're just playing showcase baseball every weekend.
McCann, the catcher, will check swing a foul. And you really can, from this vantage point up here, and I wish everybody would get a chance to come up to the booth. In fact, tomorrow night, everybody who's watching, if you want to come up to the booth and just join us for a couple of minutes, what you can really see is who are the good base runners, and who are not.
Yeah, and it all comes with turns, right? Your turns, where you get out.
Lined into right field, that'll settle down for a base hit. Scooped up by Abreu. They'll hold at first and second as the throw comes back in. McCann with a single. And they're on at first and second.
Yeah,
some trouble here for Cutter.
Yeah, Jackson, he didn't get a good read on that. It was a tough one because the way it was hit, but I felt like he could get a little more on that, maybe try to get that big throw from Abreu. But nobody out. You want to be smart. You want to make that first out there at third base.
Here's Gunnar Henderson, 36 home runs. Walked and scored last time. Just named the American League Player of the Week on Monday. So he came in to
Gunnar
Boston
Henderson's
hot,
up to hit.
417
He's one of the
last
best
week
young
with 3
players in
home
the league. Hitting 282 on the year.
23-year-old.
987
Those
OPS.
numbers. The Orioles fans are just loving having all this young talent around. A guy like Jackson Holliday, who started out real cold, but I still can't believe they called him up so early, how young he was.
Called him up here at Fenway Park.
That was
too.
wild. But his dad was an absolute beast.
Yeah, his dad's his agent.
Smart.
Done good work for him there.
I think he takes a cut.
Rather large one, I think. It's like, get back all that room and board.
I mean, they got a cool setup there, too, in Oklahoma. I mean, they got that hitting barn. I mean, it is really special with that family. And they got another one coming on the way. Look out.
That's what I understand. Might be the most talented yet. But just saying something in that family.
He's a little bigger. He's got a little bit of Matt's size.
Oh, boy.
Jackson's got a little of his mom's size.
2 on and nobody out. So Crawford desperately needing to bear down here against a tough out. He was the rookie of the year last year. And a 2-0. And strike.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat right here. Walked him in his last one. Couldn't find the zone against him, which led to Cedric Mullins' homer.
Foul, 2-2. Tossed him a splitter.
Yeah, that splitter's been effective. It's one of those pitches that I wish he would throw more of because he's got that cutter that goes into lefties. You saw Adley Rutschman, right? It's a hard cutter. He's got the 4-seam with carry, so you got to respect it and stay short. And next thing you know, you're out in front on that splitter. 2 hitters now, really far out in front of him.
Jammed it. Put a cutter in on the thumbs. On deck is Cedric Mullins, who's already blasted 2 home runs tonight. It's Holliday at second, McCann at first. And got it by him for strike 3. Big K, given who that hitter is for the first out.
That is a big one. Was trying to go out and away. Caught the inner third, but up. And Cutter's got that good 4-seam carry. And if you are not short, Gunnar took a big hack at that, and that ball's by you.
So 1 big out. Here's Mullins.
Here's Cedric Mullins, who already has 2 home runs on the night, so this could be scary. Oh, there's a ground up, so that'll be out number 2.
Runners advancing to second and third, but 2 down. So he's on the doorstep of getting out of this thing.
I'd put him on base right here.
Yeah, he's got Santander coming up. He's got a base open.
I mean, maybe pitch around right here, but O'Hearn has had 2 weak fly balls to left field. See what they do here.
Santander base hit last time. Homered last night. 40 home runs, 94 runs batted in. If I were you, I'd put him on. Became the 8th switch hitter in Major League history to hit 40 home runs. And for strike, also on that list, Chipper Jones and Mickey Mantle.
Good company.
He's been an unsung hero. And Crawford put him away with 2 men in scoring position. 2-1.
See the Red Sox took up chirp at him like, hey, you call that on us all day.
Truth in that. 2 aboard and 2 out. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, good spot for that cutter. And that splitter too. When you threw that splitter for a strike, it's kind of a show me one outside. Now you got options, right? You can throw the 4-seam up and you can throw the cutter in on the hands. Let's see what he goes with here.
2-2 pitch.
And that's strike 3. That'll get him out of the inning. That'll be out number 3. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is still a 3-1 ball game. I'm going to go get Chester's.
Yeah, this is a big K right here. Went to the knuckle curve. Haven't seen too many of those. But good job selling it in the zone and out. And Santander sitting down. Runners in scoring position.
The City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn you more cash back in your top eligible spend category, like restaurants.
That's amazing. It's my day off.
You don't have to choose a spending category.
Can I get the pancake triple play?
Or activate anything to earn.
Yo, no way!
Your cash back automatically adjusts for you.
Great, because we are not going anywhere after this.
Earn 5% cash back that automatically adjusts to your top eligible spend category. Up to $500 spent each billing cycle with the City Custom Cash Card.
Oh.
Put it in the books.
NexGuard Plus helps you protect your dog from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, and more. All in one delicious monthly soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. NexGuard Plus, the one you want for one-done protection.
We want hot dogs, and a body that doesn't look like it eats hot dogs. Sadly, we can't have it all, except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips.
Get out of there.
One life meets others.
I got
Those
you, Phil.
encounters lead to a new world. Someone out there is waiting
Go there.
for you.
Go there. Come on. Go there. I couldn't find your dog food, so
To truly embrace the fun
here's
life,
something you might like.
you must learn to let go.
I think that we're getting you more dog food tomorrow,
Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
but I couldn't let
Come
you
to Fenway
starve.
Park to cheer on your Red Sox. Scan the QR code or visit redsox.com to purchase your tickets. Back here at Fenway, Red Sox trailing 3-1 here in the 5th. And guys, it's been Alex Cora's MO as manager in the development of his young right-handed hitters to pinch hit for them late in games against lefties. But Cora thinks it'll be no problem soon for Wilyer Abreu to handle them, even more so after a conversation that he had in the dugout Saturday when the White Sox were in town with the Hall of Famer David
Gotta let
Ortiz.
you eat some.
Cora says he told him that Abreu reminded Ortiz of himself. Great swing, strong, but also not
That'll be
knowing
out
how
number
tone
1
down the
to
swing
Jared
early on.
Duran.
Everything was 100%, but when he learned that skill,
Up next comes
he was able
Rafael
to
Devers.
make much more contact, be better at hitting balls like that. Cora said that it was a good conversation, and when Abreu learns that, he'll be okay. You mentioned today that Wilyer is a good all-around player. He'll hit for power, steal bases, and probably win a Gold Glove in left field, as you guys mentioned at some point during his career. Yeah, I love it.
Go.
You know, there's a lot of things that David Ortiz can teach, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that I got to see him at his lowest point. And I'll never forget, it was in Baltimore, actually playing against the Orioles, where it was just a struggle. Like, his wrist was hurt, he wouldn't swing the bat well. And the talking point was utilize the other field more, David. When you start allowing yourself to get the base hits to left field, moving the ball over that direction, and then when you get those good, take your shots to right field with your homers. But you got to utilize all fields. And once David started doing that again, he became the legend that he, is as a Red Sox Hall of Famer and Major League Baseball Hall of Famer for that. But I'll tell you, David had a lot of great things along his way that he learned, not only from Minnesota to Boston, but then when he struggled a little bit in Boston, how to become that Hall of Fame hitter.
To the Raffy, he'll ground out.
That'll be out number 2.
Holiday. And 2 fast outs. Duran had bunted for an out. I remember that vividly. I remember
We're going to eat that pizza up at the end of this inning.
Yeah, Mike Lowell, right?
Mikey Lowell. And it felt like, I don't know what's going to happen here with David, but it looks like he's on the downward side of things. How wrong we all were about that.
Crazy story that I didn't find out until later, and I don't know if this is even true. Somebody just told. They said, because David was getting booed, right? And that's Ted Williams got booed, right?
Hard to believe, but yeah.
Yeah, so I still remember he was getting booed, right? So Tito hit me after David, moved me to the 4 hole, And the reason is that they would think they're saying you and not booing him.
It's kind of brilliant.
And I was like, that is why Tito was such a great manager. I heard that story. We got to ask Tito about that, but it makes sense in a lot of ways to gain confidence in your players when they're not feeling that.
That's a great idea. I want to know if it's true. This is another one. I want to ask Alex Cora about.
TV just got blurry.
Did Chris Sale warm himself up in the 7th game, or in the last game of the World Series, or when he got the strikeout of Manny Machado, or did Alex Cora tell him, "You warm up"?
Knowing Chris Sale, he was like, "I'm taking this ball.
Oh yeah,
you better put me in."
That's the story I heard. Is that he didn't wait for anyone to say, "You go warm up." He said, "I want the ball. It started the season. I'm going to end the season."
Well, and it's also too, he's used to that role. That's when he was in the bullpen to start with the White Sox.
To ground ball again, second, scooped up by Holiday. It's a 1-2-3.
And that'll end the 5th inning. So it's still a 3-1 game.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you can wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a roomy, no-compromise interior. And starting around $34,995, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Equinox EV, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect in a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
I actually got up there and decided, hey, I'm not very hungry. Just to go, yeah.
She runs and plays like a puppy again.
His number 2's perfect. He's a brand new dog, all in less than a year.
When people switch their dog's food from kibble to the farmer's dog, they often say that it feels like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's simply fresh meat and vegetables with all the nutrients dogs need, instead of dried pellets. Just food made for the health of dogs, delivered in packs portioned for your dog. It's amazing what real food can do.
Park, Tom Karen along with Jim Rice getting ready for our post-game show. But today is the final Tuesday home game of the regular season. Hard to believe that's happened already. It's also the final day for a tradition that's been going on all year. A family high-fiving the Red Sox as they take the field. A family from the Jimmy Fund. And today it was the Capreros out there. Roman Caprero just started kindergarten. He's battling cancer at the Jimmy Fund, so his family was here with them. They all got to high-five the team as they came out there today. Said he was in kindergarten. It's off to a great start. He told me on camera he was excited to eat fruit today at the game, and as soon as the camera went off, he said, "and ice cream." But he is a very smart young boy because he wanted to say only the right things in front of his parents. But guys, it's been a great tradition all year long. Every Tuesday, a family out here high-fiving the team as they take the field. Said his favorite player is Nick Pivetta, and you can only imagine what it means to the family to have a laugh and enjoy a game here tonight. The Capreros are doing just that, guys.
Great story there, TC. Thank you very much. I love that. And ice cream. You can have some ice cream. Feather in a cap of Nick Pivetta, I can tell you that.
Yeah, you can put the fruit in the ice cream.
Do that too. Yeah. Great night. That's a terrific story. Rutschman is 0 for 2. Gunnar Crawford gets the first out in the 6th inning. Got a giant out of Santander with 2 men in scoring position in the 5th inning. Red Sox decided not to walk him with a base open. That paid off big time. So fly ball into left field right at O'Neill. And T.O. makes the grab, 2 up and 2 down. Pitch zone presented by Amica.
Yeah, Cutter Crawford's been good tonight with the strikeouts when he's needed them. He's got 5 of them, and he's utilizing multiple different pitches for that. Using the cutter, using the curveball, getting that 4-seam, then back to that knuckle curve. The knuckle curve and split have been pitches that he has utilized today more than he's used all throughout the year, and it's worked.
Golden Cowser 0 for 2. I don't know how this game is going to play out or the rest of the season. Maybe we'll go back to that decision to go after Santander and strike him out with that knuckle curve as a very important moment. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, for me, utilizing those pitches is a big deal because I feel those are great pitches. The knuckle curve is such a sharp pitch. He used it a lot more in the past. And as a hitter, when you're seeing balls going north, south, east, and west, it gets tough in there. So I like when he utilizes that. I love when he uses the splitter, too, especially against lefties. It's a great pitch because guys are trying to chase not getting beat inside, so they might cheat a little bit, which keeps them way off balance for that split.
Ross for strike here on Cowser. 3-1 Baltimore. We're in the 6th inning. Tigers have exploded against Colorado 11-0 in the 8th inning. That's in Detroit. Base hit punched into left field off the bat of Cowser. It comes with 2 down. That is their 6th hit tonight.
Yeah, that's a good hit right there. He's got a curveball up in the zone and just fought it off the other way. A lot of times as hitters, that's what you got to let that curveball get deep. If it's not inner half, got to let that thing get deep and shoot it the other way.
Now it's Cora on the horn for the first time. Going to get some activity. Looks like Bernardino going to start to be underway. Mayo with a K and a fly to left. Hitless tonight.
Yeah, Bernardino too to get to that top of the order, right? Where you got Gunnar Henderson, Mullins, Santander, switch hitter. Maybe loving him on the right side more than the left, and then Ryan O'Hearn.
Pretty early in their game in Minnesota. It's only the 4th inning, but starting to look like the Red Sox are going to have to rally in order to remain 3 back, as the Twins have a 6-0 lead on the Angels. Still pretty early though. And in center field, a big line drive down for a base hit. Advancing Cowser into second, and some 2-out trouble for Cutter Crawford. Next man in will be Holiday. Bernardino's not been throwing very long, so Bailey's going to come out and kill some time.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get Brendan Bernardino in here.
Well, he got O'Hearn to ground out. He got Rutschman to fly out. Looked like he was going to sail through the inning like he did the 5th inning. Or I should say the 6th inning. He is in some trouble here.
Yeah, going back a little bit of scoreboard watching, I mean, that's the hard part of this whole thing. When you're chasing, but the big thing is you're late in the season. It's a little different when you're in August versus late September, right? When the Twins, like, if they just get hot, it is really hard. You just can't lose a game. You got to, every win they have, you got to repeat that win. And especially the Tigers, too. Not easy, but still a lot of time in this game.
Crawford's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. And the youngster will take ball 1. Back on August 16, he became the youngest Oriole with a 4-hit game since Brooks Robinson in 1957.
Damn.
He came back from the minors. He was a different hitter. Lately, though, he's been in a big-time slump, like a lot of his teammates.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I mean, this is a very young ball player. I mean, these guys that he's grown up with in college right now.
2-0. And a shot toward the alley on the move of Abreu.
Oh, wow. Willier, what a great play.
And hauled it in. Willier Abreu with an outstanding play. It remains a 3-1 game because of that play.
There's a thundering roar from 34 to give it all they got.
Big play from Abreu.
T-Mobile is partnering with Major League Baseball to innovate the fan experience. From seamless stadium entry powered by T-Mobile 5G during All-Star Week to testing new balls and strikes technology, swing into the future with T-Mobile.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear,
how much I love
you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Right, Chester?
Welcome to Applebee's. What can I get you?
I have the 50-cent bone.
Cover your mouth. They can steal your order.
The 50-cent boneless wings?
I'll have the same.
I never see it coming.
To celebrate Roberto Clemente Day presented by Capital One, we are excited to share the AL East nominees for the 2024 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One.
The Cavs smokes it. A terrific teammate, beloved by his teammates, and a leader too.
Chris Bassett has been pitching well for the Blue Jays.
Just goes about his business. Another good outing for Bassett here.
Marcus Stroman has really got into a groove here.
What an outing tonight from a guy with a 0 on his back.
And now, Jason Adams.
He has been outstanding.
Jason Adams strikes out the side in the ninth.
Liam revealed his cancer diagnosis, and he's now committed to helping others going through it.
The big thing now for me is removing the stigma of the word cancer, making sure everyone's supportive of that person rather than not knowing what to say.
Vote now for the 2024 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One and be entered for a chance to win 2 World Series tickets. Visit MLBtogether.com/Clemente21 for your chance to win.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m., don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Rodenheiser Home Services. We will preview the series finale against the Baltimore Orioles.
Well, Red Sox still in it. Wilyer Abreu, an outstanding play in the gap. Had a great jump, didn't he?
Yeah, his first step on that was how he got to that ball. I mean, right off the bat, I mean, he was cooking. Great read.
Rivera taking over at third for the Orioles, and O'Neill's in the box. Trying to connect here against Suarez, who has struck out 7. O'Neill twice. And be followed by Yoshida and then Wong. Getting their third look at the right-hander. They have an active bullpen. That was pitch 89 for Suarez.
He hasn't thrown 100 pitches this year. At 99, 4 starts ago. We'll see. This might be his last hitter.
1-2. Neal trying to avoid striking out for the 3rd time tonight. Perez and Aiken going side by side. Couple of lefties and a 1-2. And he strikes him out again.
And Suarez owns O'Neill right now. That is 0 for 6 with 6 Ks.
And that is the 8th strikeout for Suarez. That's a career high.
Yeah, sometimes you just face it. He is painting that too, right? That is a spot that is a tough thing for O'Neill. Likes the ball inner third, down a little bit more where he likes to drive the ball.
Massa 0 for 2, struck out and flied out. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Orioles, a run on 4 hits for Boston. Neither side's made an error. Batting stats presented by FW Webb, where the pros go. Red Sox coming off one of their best offensive nights of the second half. 12 runs, 15 hits. There's the 1 run so far tonight. That came in the 4th inning, a back-to-back doubles by Wong and Casas. That's been it. Suarez home at a 2-1. Floated foul.
Yeah, Suarez velo too. Getting up here in the mid to upper 90s in pitch count. He's throwing 96. He knows it's coming to an end, so he's bringing the heat.
What has separated him tonight has been the changeup. It's been a great pitch.
Yeah, he had a better feel for that curveball early on. He's getting a lot of check swings and some bad swings.
Curveball and a fly in a shallow center, charging on it Mullins, and 2 down. Connor Wong, who has not made an out tonight, will swing next. He's ripped a couple of doubles and scored the only Red Sox run. Minnesota still on top of the Angels, 6-0 fourth inning. The Tigers lead Colorado 11-0 in the 8th. San Diego's at Seattle a little bit later on tonight. Mariners, the Sox, and Detroit in a 3-way tie for that last wild card. A 3 back coming into play tonight.
And just like that, Suarez got back in with 2 curveballs. Now you're seeing that fly out on that, and then Wong right there out in front.
Bases empty and 2 down for the Red Sox. Fouls away.
That's the second time tonight that Connor Wong has fouled ball off him. Luckily, he's got some good protection on that left foot and the shin. Couldn't tell him. They had back leg.
100 pitches, by the way, for Suarez. That's a season high. And a 1-2 pitch. Shot into right field. On the move, Santander. He is there. On the
Yeah, that'll be
way
out
to
number
make
3.
the catch. And that'll be a 1-2-3 for the Red Sox in the 6th.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today. Speaking of which, I was looking at the contracts. Not today.
Not today, guys.
Nah, not today. Not today. Not today, huh?
Thursday night football like time. It's on. This week, it's Buffalo versus Miami as Thursday night football is back. Stream Thursday night football only on Prime.
StatCast, powered by Google Cloud AI, brings fans closer to the game.
Roundhouse curveball for the striker.
Back in 2023, the sweeper burst onto the pitching scene. New pitch classifications are created using Google Cloud AI to help visualize a pitcher's repertoire and allows fans to catch the game like never before. For smarter stats and sweeter insights, visit MLB.com/StatCast, powered by Google Cloud, the official AI partner of MLB.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Delicious-ment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Make room cause we moving in, yeah. With my team we aim to win, yeah. Right now the show begins. We bring it to the house for the whole team. 3 plays, 3 wins for the whole team.
$5 and went $56.18. We move along to the 7th. Still 3-1 the Orioles. They got a run in the first inning. 2 more in the 3rd inning. Sox with 1 in the 4th. Cutter Crawford back out there. And about to take on 9-1-2 as Bernardino gets rolling. McCann, the catcher, is 1 for 2 with a single. Cutter at 85 pitches. The Orioles are about to go to their bullpen. That's good news for the Red Sox. Suarez has been awfully good.
They pitched well again against this Red Sox team. Getting his most strikeouts on the season.
Henderson next, and then Mullins, who has cracked 2 home runs.
Right there, Cutter Crawford through the sweeper. That's actually the pitch he's used the least going into this inning, which is usually his 3rd most used pitch, almost 20% of the time.
Bat goes flying off in the stands. Look out.
We got a catch on that, too. Banked a couple times.
Hold your breath, don't you?
You know, I was always amazed how guys did this. Kelly Shopik I played with going in the minor leagues, and he launched bats more than anyone I've ever seen. We actually like played jokes on that. He was like, have to get a string and tie it to the bat. It always amazes me how guys they throw that far. I don't know if I ever let go of a bat like that.
You never did.
I don't think I ever did.
But the guys who do it all,
they launch them. It's all the time. They get stuck in the netting.
Second out of that, baby. I think it struck the railing in between the seats. So that was like great. Swung on and missed on a cutter, and down he goes, strike 3. And wears that protective mask as he got hit in the face earlier this season with a pitch. And here comes Cora.
And he coming in to face the top of the order. 3 of the 4 are lefties. Santander going over to the right side to hit.
No, he pitched a fine game, Cutter Crawford.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Cedric Mullins, he'd be dealing.
So he'll get a warm hand as he steps away. Bernardino coming on, but it's still 3-1 Baltimore.
Something amazing is happening here. Retailers are moving inventory quickly and securely. That's because CDW designed and built a solution with Cisco security. End-to-end protection defends against attacks and makes better decisions in real time. So warehouse and customer data stay protected every step of the way. Make amazing happen. Cisco and CDW.
What gives meaning to a symbol? Performance, consistency, time. Performance, consistency, time. Performance, consistency, time. Performance, consistency, time. And then, when you see it, you know. Be authentic. New Era, the official cap of Major League Baseball.
Test your recycling skills, and WM may send you to both the 2025 WM Phoenix Open and the 2025 MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard.
Aluminum can. I'll recycle.
We got an empty water bottle. Recycle. Come on.
Ketchup packets. I'll say no.
Brave souvenir cup. We'll go in there. It has my face on it. Reuse it.
Scan this code or go to WM.com/recyclemLB for your chance to win the WM Will It Recycle Challenge.
Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Grills Night Out.
We love this house. It really has it all.
NESN is brought to you by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865, and by Viva Tequila Seltzer. Grab Viva Tequila Seltzer at Luke's Liquors across Cape Cod. Back at Fenway, 3-1 Baltimore. 549.com call to the bullpen. So the line on Cutter Crawford, 89 pitches. The line to 3 earned and 6 strikeouts. So quality start. Giving away to Bernardino, the lefty with the bases empty.
Yeah, great start from Cutter Crawford. Now it's Bernardino to come in. He's had a good September. Hasn't given up a run yet.
One on top of the order, Gunnar Henderson, 0 for 2. The Angels are trying to make a comeback in Minnesota. They were down 6-0. It's now 6-4 in the 5th inning. Keep watching that one. And lined up the middle, one hop through for a base hit. Henderson Henderson on with a sharp single. He's aboard for the second time tonight. This comes with one down. And now Mr. Mullins again. Considered former 30-30 man. He's homered twice tonight. First inning.
So Brendan Bernardino is into pitch now. Here's Cedric Mullins. Already has 2 home runs on the night.
17 home runs for the season. Step on throw and a tag down, but not in time. Henderson back in.
Good quick pick there for Bernardino. Yeah, I love it. He was kind of like looking in, like trying to act. He's not paying attention and fired over there. I think a lot of times now guys can use that pitch comp to kind of act like they're trying to hear what's going on and then just kind of fake that, you know, oh, I can't hear, and then step off and get you real quick.
Ground ball. Here comes Valdez to scoop it. He has the play at first. 2 down. Henderson safely into second. On the ground out. Time now for a strong play of the game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Yeah, Mullins has been the star of the game. We're seeing a great play by Abreu, but this guy coming up to... We got the wrong video, but it's okay. We like to see that video.
Well, now with a runner at second, and Cora is going to have Santander walked. So here in the 7th inning, not going to mess with him. And O'Hearn will be the batter. And here comes Bailey, and the wheels are turning at Fenway, first and second.
Why is my nose bleeding? I don't want to deal with that right now.
And Guerrero firing away in the pen. After Cutter Crawford goes 6 1/3 innings. So it's in the hands of the bullpen. Hearns had a quiet night, 0 for 3. He's flat out twice, and he's grounded out to the second baseman. Red Sox just had their 3rd mound visit. 2 down. For the previous couple of innings, the Orioles had traffic. 2 base runners in the 5th and in the 6th. Here they are again in the 7th. Thus far, they have not broken through. And 2-0. I was talking about this today at the Bo Sox luncheon, and he was saying there's no question we watch the scoreboard, we watch the out-of-town scores just like everybody else does.
I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, do the other players like care really? Do the players like check the out-of-town scoreboard in close like playoff situations like this? Do they actually care like we do?
Just like we are, the 2-1. Ball weakly hit past the mound, charging at Valdez, barehanded throw, and safe at first, and everybody's safe as the throw comes back home.
The Royals are beating the Yankees right now.
That gets by.
I actually kind of need the Yankees to win that game. The Twins are beating the Angels, and the Tigers already won, so not a good day for us, especially if we lose.
Kind of an awkward play. Luckily, Casas knocks that thing down.
Yeah, that could have gotten really ugly.
Yeah, right there. And Gunnar Henderson, he was ready to come around that base if that ball got bobbled in any way. That's why you saw Casas lob it to home plate.
So that's it for Bernie.
So Brandon Bernardino is coming out of the game. It's going to be Luis Garcia coming in. So that's just fucking lovely. Bases are loaded here.
Jammed up with 2 down, 3-1 Baltimore. More coming up.
my hair and sex drive? Not anymore. Support visibly thicker, fuller hair with 100% drug-free hair growth supplements.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com/med.
In every generation, there are those who question the status quo. Questions like, why can't chicken be slow roasted? Why can't I have shredded purple cabbage? Why can't my quesadilla have cheese inside and out? And where's my avocado verde salsa? The new era of chicken is here to stay. The Cantina Chicken Menu, only at Taco Bell.
The right-hander made his major league debut on Sunday against the White Sox, and now steps right into the fire tonight with the bases loaded. Orioles already in front 3-1 here in the 7th inning. And facing off against Adley Rutschman, 253 with 18 home runs. And ball one.
Yeah, started the change there. He's got the four seam, the slider, and the change.
Rutschman is grounded out, flied out again. Baltimore with 7 grand slams this season. And we'll take a strike. 97.
Yeah, that might be one out that he wants back. With 97 hard to plate.
Rutschman has hit 2 grand slams this year. Those are his numbers in his career. He's 4 for 8 this year with the bases loaded with 2 home runs. He's got Henderson, Santander, and O'Hearn filling them up 3rd to 1st. And it's 2-2. On the 5th and the 6th, the Red Sox got out of jams. Trying to do it again. 2-2 and a full count. So the string is out here. A man at every base, 2 down. And they're going to be off to the races with the pitch.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to get to that full count because that allows the runners to go. Big pitch right here. Gotta make one.
Now the line drive base hit to the left. And the score is Henderson. Santander right behind him. He will score as well. And Rutschman, who's just been money with the bases loaded.
So that's going to score 2 more runs.
And it is 5-1 Baltimore.
I actually don't know who this fucking pitcher
Just
is.
a tough hitter. Tough guy. Just
who the fuck is this pitcher?
Takes what he was given to. You can see just very quiet in his
I've never
stance.
seen this pitcher in my life.
Saw the changeup, went with it the other way.
Who's this guy on my fucking team?
Now the lead is now 5-1.
Who is this guy on my team? Luis Guerrero. This is his. Wait, no, he's played 1 game.
1 for 3 with a single.
On September 8th against the White Sox, he pitched 2/3 of an inning. It's his 2nd career game. He's not good.
Two on and 2 out, fouled away by Kowser. He's driven in 62. 10 hits now for Baltimore. They've out hit the Sox 10-4.
Yeah, that's one thing you just didn't want. You didn't want those hits to build, gain confidence. This Orioles offense. They have been down and out offensively. If you get those first 4, well, actually first 5 with Adley Rutschman going, it's a tough team.
Kind of wake them up. They had really been cold with the bats much of the second half. And the Red Sox pounded on them last night. And different story tonight for Grant Hines' team.
You know, just like the Sox, too, they got a lot of young ball players. I mean, there's a lot of young ball players. Their first time out, you know, getting in here to September, second year for some of these guys, but it's not easy in September.
The roller to first base, Casas will handle that, and he'll win the foot race to get out of the inning. But the Red Sox do not get out of the inning without damage. 2 runs for the Orioles. They lead it 5-1.
Every day, more dog
So the Orioles score 2 more runs there, so it's now a 5-1 game. This fucking sucks.
Made from real meat and veggies, portioned for your dog, and delivered right to your door. It's smarter, healthier pet food.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you can wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a roomy, no-compromise interior. And starting around $34,995, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Equinox EV, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect in a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Quando você sorriu, chorei. Eu nunca pude imaginar que isso fosse acontecer. Passarinho da montanha, quando chega, voou.
I'm getting vaccinated with Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I already got a pneumonia vaccine, but I'm asking about the added protection of Prevnar 20.
If you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 20 is approved in adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, fatigue, headache, and joint pain.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
I don't want to risk ending up in the hospital with pneumococcal pneumonia.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about the Pfizer vaccine for pneumococcal pneumonia.
Don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Plymouth Rock. We will preview the pitching matchup between Dean Kramer and Nick Pivetta. Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox.
Well, it's uphill tonight for the Red Sox pitching change presented by Solomon Tire and Auto Service. Always here to get you there. Red Sox trail 5-1. Sano Perez will appear out of their bullpen for the 54th time, so they use him a lot. They'll take on the bottom third of the order. The Sox have been held to 4 hits. That was against Suarez. Albert Suarez was really good. Over 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, allowing only 4 hits, 1 run, walking 2. Second time he's pitched like that against the Sox this year in the second half.
Yeah, right there you see that 96. He's got to stay with that. He's got the sinker, the 4-seam, and the slider. One thing with him is he's been wild this year.
So Romy Gonzalez on deck. He'll hit for Valdez to get a right-hand batter up there. And a 1-1 from Perez. Bounding ball foul. Tomorrow night, the finale. It's the last we will see of the Orioles for the regular season. Nick Pivetta against Dean Kramer, a couple of right-handers. Then the Red Sox are on to New York City again, this time take on the Yankees. 4-game series, Thursday through Sunday.
That'll be a big one. They are trying to keep that lead at the top of the AL East.
Yeah, the Yankees right now, game and a half lead on these Orioles. Swung on
That'll be on number 1.
Sinker at 97 to strike him out.
Tristan Casas just needs to be shut down for the year.
Minnesota making it tough tonight. They've added a couple more runs.
Not been good since he's came back from injury.
Over the Angels. As we said, Tigers already won big, 11-0 over Colorado.
Yeah, the Tigers is the one that scares you the most because 3 against Colorado and then with 3 against the White Sox. The Orioles do play them. couple times. I think they play him 2 series.
I believe that's true.
So you never like seeing that 3-game series against Colorado and then ending with the White Sox.
Yeah, they got 6 games left for the Tigers. Nice scoop there by Rivera to gun and get him. And 2 away.
Yeah,
That short hop.
That might look like an easy play, but that all comes about by your first step read. If you see that ball bounce above your head, you got to come get it, or it will eat you up. And he got the perfect hop on that. Good play from Rivera right there. See how he comes really hard through it. A lot of times, if you don't get that first initial step, you're in no man's land, and you better have a good glove on you to make sure you can pick it.
Cedar Rafaela, 0 for 2. You were an exceptional defender at both corner spots. Which was your favorite?
That's a good question. Third base was challenging. I love the challenge of third base, but first base was just a lot easier. You just knock the ball down and use this large torso to try to defend and knock it.
Well, you keep saying that, but I mean,
but first base is, you know, it's hard in its ways. You got to know the reads.
People think first base is easy. First base is definitely not easy.
But for me, third base was fun because it was the most challenging position. I think it's the hardest position on the infield based on the angle, fielding it cleanly and throwing. You know, a lot of people say shortstop, but you get a better read off the bat at short. But to me, third base, it is hard. You get some big right-handed hitters.
2 did he go? No. Quick appeal there, and Clemens said he did not swing the bat. 2-2.
You know, the funny thing, too, is I was surrounded by it. It wasn't even fair. Like, I thought, you know, I could try to play a pretty good third base, but you had Mikey Lowell, Adrian Beltre playing over there. They were way better.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And right alongside Petey, you 2 guys over there on that right side, as good as it got.
It was fun. Yeah, we had a good time over there. I mean, our jerseys were dirty every single game.
Those were dirty before you took the field.
Pretty much.
2, and the base is clean, and fouled off the catcher.
But that goes back to it. I talked about Connor Wong the other day. It's not about how, like, if Petey didn't make it, like, it wasn't pretty a lot of times, right? He would, like, go down to a knee, field the ball, which a lot of people say never do that. But it doesn't matter. Whatever works to get those outs, figure it out. But you got to keep that ball in the infield.
Boy, it was fun. Those were really good defensive teams. Just a reminder of how important night in, night out defense at this level is to winning.
100%. And it starts in the infield. You know, outfield, you're going to see some. We had, you know, Manny wasn't going to get to some balls on some days, but we knew offensively he's going to make up for it. But the infield sets the tone.
Sure does. 2-2. Fouled away again. I think I should have stipulated there. The infield defense, night after night, leading to championships. Ninth pitch of the bat coming up.
And yet Alex Cora.
They say this in every sport. Defense wins championships, and it's true.
Great second baseman. Hated third, though. You don't want to talk to Alex at third base.
Popped up and playable. McCann at home plate flips the mask and puts it away. That's all for the Red Sox. 1-2-3 for the third straight inning.
Sticky weather around the corner, will your old AC survive another sweltering summer? Installing a new air conditioner provides a great return on your investment. Beyond dollars and cents, it's about energy efficiency. It's about home comfort. It's about peace of mind. It's about time to call Isaac. Right now, get a Lennox air conditioner installed with no payments and no interest for 12 months. Invest in your home. Invest in comfort. Visit isaacheating.com today.
Chester. Chuck. Cheddar. Chester! Why are you ignoring me tonight? Chester! Hello, Bunty. How are you? Love you, buddy.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Jimmy John's Red Sox down 5-1. They have been out hit 10-4. Guerrero will stay on the pitch. He gave up a big 2-run single with the bases loaded to Adley Rutschman last inning. Romy Gonzalez will play second. After batting, he stays in for Valdez. Manuel Rivera will lead things off. 222 and a couple home runs.
He wasn't looking for the base hit right there.
So as of this moment, all the teams in front of the Red Sox or with the Red Sox tied in that wild card picture are either winning or have won. Twins are now 10-4 against the Angels. Tigers already won. Seattle will get underway at home against the Padres in about a half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, the Minnesota is the one you're looking at.
And the Royals up 5-0 in their game against the Yankees. Swung on a missed strike 3. That certainly is big for this Baltimore team. First career strikeout for Guerrero, by the way.
Man, he needs to throw that in the dugout. Somebody needs. There you go. Yeah, get a new ball. I was getting worried there for a second. I thought he was going to throw it. Then it was going to be a foul ball first pitch. Then we're going to have chaos.
It's going to be lost.
Luckily, we got some great people that will go find that ball. If that happened. But luckily it didn't. He's got the ball and first strikeout in the major leagues.
Jackson Holiday 1 for 3 with a single. Goes hacking on a fastball. Good lively fastballs. 98 by Guerrero.
Yeah, that ball jumps a little bit out of the hand. Jackson Holiday taking that big swing at 98. We buy you if you take those big swings. You got to stay short.
And the 0-2 from the righty. Can't put him away. Baltimore riding a 3-game losing skid. But if they win this game tonight and the Yankees do go on to lose, it'll be back to a half-game lead for New York atop the division. And a changeup away gets him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
It's effective, too, when you got that 98 in your back pocket, then you got that 90 miles per hour changeup. Good bite on that arm side run right there and downward. Yeah, in Baltimore that was the first time since the All-Star break that the Orioles lost 3 in a row, I believe. They never won more than 2. Didn't lose more than 3 or lose more than 2 until last night.
That's incredible, really, for a team that's won as many
All right,
games
so that'll bring
as
us to
they
the
have
bottom of
this
the
year.
8th
1, 2,
inning.
3, they go.
Orioles still up 5-1. We just need to get something going here, because all the other teams that we're really going up against are either winning or have won tonight. So, I mean, like I said, I already consoled, so I don't really have any hope. But
T-Mobile is partnering with Major League Baseball to innovate the fan experience. From seamless stadium entry powered by T-Mobile 5G during All-Star Week to testing new balls and strikes technology, swing into the future with T-Mobile.
Dave likes things hot. So when he wanted to heat up his sex life, he came to us. Rove Spark's dual-action formula acts fast and
Chester!
so you will too. 2 ingredients in 1 spark means more for everyone. Now, when she wants the heat,
I got the spark.
we got you, Dave. Connect with the provider and find out if sparks are right for you at rode.co/sparks.
When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter.
Crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander, Blue Moon is made brighter.
Thursday night football on time. It's on. This week, it's Buffalo versus Miami as Thursday night football is back. Stream Thursday night football only on Prime.
Okay, guys. Ceremony starts in 5.
One sec. Just got a hymns real quick.
Hymns?
Yeah, hymns. Hymn 2.
Hymns for EG. Always works for me.
I'm hymnsing right now. So simple, so convenient.
Weight loss by Hims, boys. You gotta get on it, son.
For care that's doctor trusted, convenient, and personalized, get started today at hims.com.
Plumbing, heating, and more. Go where the pros go. Visit fwweb.com for a location nearest you. Red Sox just need a base runner. They've had 10 consecutive men set down by the Oriole pitching staff.
And a big one again tonight, strikeouts. Jared Grant was the last one too. Had the right idea. He's trying to drag bunt, move it over, try to get it to second base. Unfortunately, pulled a little too hard to earn with 3 unassisted.
We have not been able to say this very many times this season because Durant's
Come on, Jared.
for his last 11.
Give me something to cheer about.
Didn't matter last night when the Red Sox scored 12 times when he went hitless. And he'll
There you go.
For a base hit.
There's a base hit from Jared Duran.
Can't hold him down long. Looked like he was looking for that first pitch too. First pitch slider, he was on it. Just timed it up perfectly and shot it right back up the middle.
So getting late, but the Red Sox trying to climb right back in this thing. Raffy with a walk and a base hit tonight. Lefty. 6 miles an hour away, ball 1.
And Perez can get wild. So this is one where you got to keep him in the zone. Try to get on any way you can.
The crowd announced at 30,900 tonight. Trying to get into this game too. Abreu on deck. And a 1-1 will not be made. Straight over and back in on his feet. Durant, 32 stolen bases for him. Rob Refsnyder, the hero last night, with a bat.
Imagine that's for Abreu.
Rob, who said he had really been scuffling for a couple of months, certainly got right last night with a pair of home runs. 1-2 from Perez. Moves it back. 2-2. 5 runs, 10 hits for the Orioles. 1 run, only 5 hits for Boston at this point, including 3 doubles. Red Sox did a lot of doubles all year.
Yeah, Connor Wong has 2 of those, and then Tristan Casas, of course, had the double off the center field wall to have the only score of the game so far.
Raffy lunging and a fly ball, driving Kaiser back right to the wall to make the catch.
Just not the night. It's been wind in the face coming in from the left. Yoshida, too, had one that usually would hit off that wall. Raffy, good job. I mean, he is out there with his front hip. I mean, look how strong he is. How he can just be out on his front hip, totally sold out, and that's his hands hitting it that far.
And he almost hits it to the wall.
Right. Might see a pitching change here.
Snyder against lefties has been deadly. Brandon Hyde knows that as well as anybody after what he did last night against Baltimore, driving in 5. So he'll make a change and bring on Cano. And that'll be it for Perez. With 1 down, Red Sox with a base runner. Down by 4 here in the 8th inning. And at Fenway, we're back with more in just a moment.
Our players are under a lot of stress. We received inquiries from players saying, I'm interested in trying CBD.
We want them to help them with their sleep, their anxiety, their stress, just balance life.
We will only recommend NSF certified for sport products for our players.
As long as I know I have a safe product, it's going to be NSF Sport certified. I'm going to be on the forefront providing it for my players.
It's just great to be in a position to say, if you're interested in using CBD, Charlotte's Web is the one that we recommend.
To a perfect family vacation? Separate rooms. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
The best healthcare. Special night for these two. Rob Refsnyder, Tyler O'Neill in the 3rd inning went back-to-back and then followed it up in the 8th inning with a shot down the right field line from Refsnyder and then a missile from Tyler O'Neill.
So Rob tried to lay down a bunt and got the catcher McCann on a ricochet.
Everybody knows she's a Brux's. Her father's a Brux's.
So he's going to need a moment. Duran, the base runner. He's got a right-hander up there now. Yadier Cano, who took a while to get in from the bullpen. He has kind of a Lee Smith jog, if you remember.
The presidential debate is on right now, and I'm so glad I'm not watching that shit.
I mean, he had a plan. I mean,
I never would.
How these guys now,
This shit sounds so dumb.
The clock, how many pitches they throw.
The reason politicians even have power is because we give them attention. If we all just ignored politicians, ignored every single word they said, they wouldn't have power. The world would be a better place.
Cano's got that arm angle. It's not easy.
All politicians are the problem. Not one side, not one singular politician. All of them are fucking dipshits.
2 on the way. Did he hold up? He went. Strike 3. They appealed to Paul Clemens, and he was quick. So 2 down.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like he went. Let's see if he goes. It's close. But the way, I think the way they go a lot of times off your shoulders, the way you go about it.
I'm under the assumption that the only good president of all time was fucking FDR. He's the only good president we've ever had.
It's not about breaking a plane or anything like that. It's about, did you intend to swing the bat? Which makes you kind of a mind reader.
That makes no sense.
But that's what umpires will go on today. Do they believe you intended to swing? Interesting.
What if I said I intended to check swing?
Doesn't matter, but it's what they think. So the 0-1. Never matters. Well, tough night for Tyler. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
He couldn't wait to get Suarez out there. He's 0 for 6 now against Suarez with 6 punches.
We'll make sure he gets on the bus tomorrow. Jared back in. Red Sox trail by 4.
It's amazing, too. There's just some pitchers like that. They just have your number.
That guy?
Oh, Jason Frazier. That killed me. James Shields. Even like he killed me too. I hit a ball and Evan Longoria was there. it was just like, oh, I hit it hard. Oh, man. Then I strike out. It's not good.
Up goes and popped up foul of the play.
Yeah, but Frazier for Blue Jays, it was like, all right, last time he did this, I'm going to think this. It's like he knew exactly what I was thinking and would do the opposite.
Two on the way from Cano. Get a chance to get runners on at first and second from Massa. With 2 away.
Maybe not.
Already.
I'm reading some bad things about FDR too. We've never had a good president.
Good take. That was close.
Truly convinced. We've never actually had a good president, and we're never going to.
You see, he just like right away thought that was in, but just missed inside.
And also, we give the president too much credit. They're not actually in charge of as much as we think.
Here for Baltimore. Massa can lean into one. He is 0 for 3 tonight. He struck out, flied out again.
I'm hoping what ends up happening is that within the next like 10, 15 years, we're going to continue getting these joke candidates like Biden and fucking Trump and even Kamala in a way. Like, she's kind of a joke too. You know? I hope we just, and RFK, you know, he's a fucking joke and a half. He is terrible. I'm hoping we just continue to get just these like jokes of fucking candidates, and then we just end up stop taking the presidential position so seriously, and then we just stop really caring about it. That's what I'm hoping ends up happening.
Another sinker baller, right? That was on Clay Holmes. Yeah, he knows a sinker baller. He knows only giving up 6 all year.
I'm hoping the presidential position stops being taken seriously. There you go. That'll score 2 runs. Hell yeah. Well, I just scored 1 run.
5-2. You put a really fine swing.
So I'm making a 5-2 game.
Yeah, that is great hitting right there.
I hate politics, Jaden.
Just staying through it. When you get a sinker ball,
I was just talking about how I
sometimes you want to try to go out and get
was so happy I was not watching the presidential debate, and I was saying how I hope in the next 15 or so years that we can keep continuing to have these joke candidates like Biden and Trump and even somewhat Kamala, who are just clearly jokes of human beings, and then like people will just stop taking the presidential position so seriously. Because we give them too much credit. I had said that our only good president we've ever had was FDR, and then I did some research and I saw that he was also bad too. So we've never had a good president.
And a 1-strike pitch. Pretty nasty there.
I like Obama though. Let's get Obama back in office. I do love Obama, Jaden.
Tyler O'Neill in third. Masataka Yoshida.
But I mean, he was a good dude, but how much different was he really from every other politician? Didn't really change much of anything.
Got better this year with it. That's a balk.
Well, it is. It's a balk.
Oh! A balk! A balk! And that's going to score a run! Oh shit! A balk! That's rare.
You saw that instantaneously.
There was a slight little hesitation right here when he goes up. There it is. Just that little hesitation. Sometimes you get away with that.
I always think balks are stupid. I've always thought they were dumb, but I'll take it when it happens to my team. Or like when it happens and it benefits my team.
With a helping hand from Yadier Cano.
The president position is not a serious position either way. Exactly.
almost got him and knocked out by McCann.
Interesting right there, the right-on-right changeup. Good job by Rutschman to keep that, or sorry, McCann. Rutschman's DH tonight.
Yeah, when you see a block at home plate by an Oriole catcher, you naturally think it's Rutschman at 2-2.
Yeah, that's strike 3. So the Red Sox will have one more chance, but we've gotten closer. We scored 2 more runs, so it's now a 5-3 game.
5 and a Red Sox 3.
What gives meaning to a symbol? Performance, consistency, time. And then, when you see it, you know. The authentic. New era. The official cap of Major League Baseball.
Do you really want to go through with this?
Absolutely.
You've always stood up for what you believed in, but this?
What could mean more than this? So, Mom, what do you think?
Your business requires trust. You can prove trust without the fuss with Vanta AI. We're using AI to help you prove security and compliance. Starting a new framework like SOC 2? No problem. Set up new controls with AI-recommended tests and policies, and let Vanta continuously gather evidence for you with automated tests. Automate compliance and prove trust with Vanta.
Why invest in winning over 100 games when you can get dropped in the first round?
The postseason is on Brian Kenny's mind, and he's always crunching the numbers.
What wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in.
The show for the thinking fan, MLB Now, only on MLB Network.
Mobile coverage cam.
Yeah, Cedric Mullins having a night at the solo shot in the first inning that the wind took into the right field stands. Followed it up in the second at bat with a 2-run shot.
No win needed on that one.
No.
Cutter Crawford bounced back to pitch a really fine game. Red Sox are back in it here. 5-3 as we go to the 9th inning. Rev Snyder is in right. And Zach Kelly's on the hill. And he will get the top of the order for the Birds. Anderson, Mullins, Santander. So 5-3 here in the 9th. Outfielder Rev Snyder, Duran in center, O'Neill in left.
Maybe Lincoln. Maybe Abe Lincoln.
Anderson
He was a good president.
Twice. He scored each time.
Abe Lincoln was a good president.
Single in the 7th and came in.
He was a good president.
1-1 on the
Abe
way
Lincoln.
from Zach Kelly.
Only good president we've ever had.
He's a little tardy on some pitches right here.
Then he got shot. Wasn't good at not dying.
Zach, big fastball, brings a 1-2.
I don't know, though.
And that's a beauty in there for strike 3.
Who the fuck is James Ray?
On the way.
Yeah, just a great pitch. Good thing he stayed.
Yeah, I mean, well, technically, if you think about it, how good can you be if you didn't even complete your full term? Maybe not. Abe Lincoln didn't even complete his full term.
So here's Cedric.
Who the fuck is James Earl Ray? That name sounds familiar as fuck.
2 for 4. Minnesota still on top of the.
Because didn't Lincoln? Yeah, he like freed the slaves. That's some pretty badass shit. I'm gonna look. Fuck. I'm not gonna look shit up.
All in 17 home runs.
And going to this game, having 15, you're probably thinking I might not get to 20. Now you hit 2. Now you're eyeing that 20.
He's the dude who killed Martin Luther King. Fuck that guy.
More importantly, they're just looking to try to get a W after losing
Fuck
3
that
straight.
guy. He escaped for 3 days.
They can see the scoreboard and see Kansas
He
City
escaped
leading
prison for 3 days? Holy
the
shit.
game on New York tonight. We shall see. Cedric came in swinging a good bat last 27 games, hitting over 300. He hadn't had his typical good year. He's had a fine series, though.
When you're facing Zach Kelly, too, it's tough because he's got the cutter, the fastball, and he's got the good changeup as well. So that's why he's beating him with fastballs. You got to stay back.
Jose Soler broke a tablet today.
Anthony Santander.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
Just can't give up.
Surprised you don't see more tablet breakings in the dugout.
3-2. Gonna walk it.
Do they even have tablets in the? Yeah, they do have tablets in the
Look out
dugout.
there. They've got a base runner with 1 away.
Yeah, that's one you don't want right there. You don't want to give any free passes right now. Especially when you're ahead in the count. This guy coming to the plate with 40 homers. He's one swing away and being dangerous all the time.
Well, what about him, Jaden?
Yeah, he has been their RBI man.
What was your point for bringing up his name?
There it goes. Here's the throw down, and it's out of the glove of Raffaello. So a stolen base for Mullins.
Yeah, this is a good pitch for Connor Walton to throw down.
No point. You just
looked like Mullins was going to beat it anyway.
There had to be a point of asking that question. Like, what made you ask that question?
Would have liked to have seen that glove, huh?
Yeah, but Mullins got a good jump on that.
So 1 out. Santander with an RBI opportunity. That'd be a crusher. Got 94 of them. There's 101 home runs since
Lee Harvey Oswald shot JFK.
6th most in baseball. Judge with 150.
And then Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald.
There's a lot of home runs by Santander.
You were talking about political people? Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, missing big right here, too.
3-0. Kelly trying to reel it in with a man at second. And he's going to walk it. Back-to-back walks. So trouble for Kelly. Bailey popping out. Ryan O'Hearn will dig in.
So this is always the one that gets me. It's the last mound visit, but is it the last mound visit? I feel like this is the most confusing rule change that we've seen.
What if Jeffrey Dahmer was president?
Had the single last at bat.
That would have been an interesting fucking twist.
But first two weak flyouts.
Like, but he still did the other stuff too.
His third at bat.
The Red Sox.
Like, imagine like he did all that shit and then he stopped, and nobody found out ever, and then he became president. That would have been a fucking twist. And then years later, it came out that he did do it.
Walks here from Mullins and Santander.
So then we just know that.
Tie him up, yeah, with a cutter.
We just know that Jeffrey Dahmer, the president of the United States, fucking did all that shit.
Just walked 2 hitters. They are just in swing mode.
Just throwing 16 pitches, only 6 in the strike zone. That's
Joe
5
Kelly,
away.
or fucking Joe Kelly, man, that's a blast in the past. Zach Kelly ain't pitching well right now.
There's a lot of times that we'd be like, hey, he didn't throw a strike, maybe throw one. See it. Not anymore. Guys are up there, man, they're hacking. Thankfully they did.
Yeah, I saw that.
1-2 off the plate. Started out the inning by striking out Henderson, but then took a walk on the wild side, 2-2.
Yeah, he started 18 pitches, only 7 strikes.
Get down.
One of those was that one that O'Hearn just chased.
It's badly there.
He just does not have a feel right now. I think that's
Full
what the
count here.
the pitch clock. Before you could take your time, walk around, take a couple deep breaths. You don't have a good feel. You're back on that mound. You're firing.
Get down on it.
And
Get down
3-2 and 1 away.
Get down on it.
Second breaks, and that one is foul. Just
Nice.
off the line. Awfully close off the bat of O'Hearn.
I don't think it gets much closer than that right there. See how it hopped back?
Yeah, it did.
That's what confused me, because at first it looked like it hopped, and I was like, whoa, that's really close.
That's a big spin.
You don't see that a lot either. Usually it just hooks. It's something weird.
So they'll do the 3-2 again on O'Hearn. Runners lead at first and second. He'll whirl but not throw. 5-3 Baltimore, 9th inning. Red Sox will have the bottom of the order, Dua, Casas, Gonzalez, and Rafaela. And the last of the ninth.
All you gonna do is you really don't wanna do.
Swung on and missed. O'Hearn down, Hackett.
That's out number 2.
Down.
Big strikeout right there. Scuffler trying to find the strike zone, had the 2 walks to Mullins and Santander, and got both behind in the count. Luckily, O'Hearn got overly aggressive and got him back into the at-bat. But I'll tell you what, good job by Zach Kelly battling it right there at the end to get that K.
Adley Rutschman now drove in 2 with a big single in the 7th. That was with the bases loaded. He's 1 for 4. Got another chance here. But 2 gone. Mullins at second, Santander at first.
Let's ask if that's up. I think it was out, too.
Zach Kelly trying to keep the Red Sox in it. And deals a strike for the change.
Ball 1.
You notice, well, he's not catching tonight, but you notice the catchers are
Strike 1.
tough calls tonight.
It's 1-1 count.
I think they've noticed. Not saying anything. It's a tough political spot for them, the 1-1. Ground ball yanked to first, and Casas will feed the pitcher.
Yeah, that'll be out number 3.
To get out of the inning.
So,
Gotta get rolling offensively.
comes the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox got one more chance.
Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time for a fresh approach to pet
What
food.
else is happening in this
Developed
fucking
with vets,
debate?
Made from real meat and
Saw
veggies,
Kamala made a
portioned for
funny
your dog,
face.
and delivered right to your door. It's smarter,
That's pretty
healthier
cool.
pet food.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you can wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a roomy, no-compromise interior. And starting around $34,995, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Equinox EV, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect, and a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Reputations are earned. They're built with hard work, time, and consistency. They're respected.
Kamala said that Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people.
They're real and they're rare. Introducing Traveler Whiskey, the result of reputation.
Rebag, the way luxury resale should be. A curated selection of investment pieces to treasure today or sell tomorrow. Instantly refresh your collection.
Yeah, Trump looks
Get 10%
super
off your
fucking
first purchase at Rebag.com with code
oranged up
REBAGTV.
tonight.
Rebag, the way luxury resale should be. Invest in pieces you've always wanted or trade
That's
them for
cool.
a new find. Access limitless luxury. Get 10% off your first purchase at Rebag.com with code REBAGTV.
There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru.
Here comes the bottom of the ninth
England.com.
for the Red Sox.
WB Mason shipping and packaging supplies delivered fast with no expensive freight charges. Baltimore up by 2. Bottom of the ninth inning. The rally caps are on as the Red Sox try
Shipping
and
up
steal
the
a victory
Boston.
here. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the right-hander out of their bullpen, he was acquired from the Phillies back near the trade deadline.
Yeah, he's going to bring it. Average around 98 with the four-seam and the sinker. Likes to use the slider four-seam combo. 40% sliders, 40% four seams, and then followed by the 18% in the sinker. He might drop a changeup in there.
All right, come on, Tristan. We should have gotten Romy Gonzalez in here.
Tristan Casas, 1
That would
for
have been a
3
fucking rally starter.
as an RBI double tonight. Leading things off in the ninth. Romy Gonzalez to follow him.
Okay, Romy Gonzalez up next.
Very aggressive tonight.
Baltimore 10 hits. Red Sox been held 6.
Baltimore? The Baltimore Orioles.
And the crowd announced at 30,000.
Baltimore.
As they've got
He who must not be named Orioles.
Red Sox did get 2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a lot of them had left.
I'll tell you what, this is what I love most about Red Sox. These are the fans. They stayed around, stayed in it. We'll have the ballparks left, but this is what you miss the most as a player playing here at Fenway Park. Is these people here believe in you, press it on in the ninth. Hopefully getting to see some crazy walk-off right here.
True believers indeed.
Yeah.
Remaining the 1-2. Looking to get a base runner and bring up the potential tying run.
They're going all sliders too here.
He's running full. Last inning, a walk and a balk played a very active role. Red Sox get it 2.
So a full count here.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up.
Popped up.
Down the line.
That'll be foul.
Henderson and
Oh no. Yeah, that is foul.
Rivera looked like he had a catch made.
Nice.
That wind pushed it back. Looked like he tried to hold on to the net. To hit the net? Yeah, see, he grabs it, but I think it hits the... Oh, wow, yeah. The hard part is your gloves pressed into that. It's hard to squeeze.
That was some Red Sox magic.
His glove was into that net. Once you get it in that net, it's hard to move it.
He knows he should have made the play.
That's a lucky break right there.
To cut on and
And that's strike 3.
Came right out of it with the heater. 1 away.
No, that's not Red Sox magic.
And you just think when those...
But Romy Gonzalez could make some Red Sox magic.
I think the next pitch is ball 4 or base hit. Unfortunately, the strikeout right there.
Romy Gonzalez is second at bat. He's grounded out to third tonight. 0 for 1.
I mean, face guys like Dominguez right here. It's a loose arm, and it's just wild the way the arm action is. Sometimes you start trying to rush your swing to it. You got to stay in control. Do not go off the movement. Go off of seeing the ball out of hand the best you can.
Strike
Foul
2.
tips that one into the mid 98-mile-an-hour Swifty. Certainly looking like Minnesota's going to sail to a win. They lead 10-4 over the Angels in the 8th inning.
Yeah, so not a good night for the Sox if we
Royals
don't
have
come
already
back.
shut out the Yankees 5-0.
And that's strike 3.
Back-to-back Ks. And 2 down in the Red Sox ninth.
This is where Rafael got
Come on, Sedano.
base, gets that top of the order with Duran and Devers.
Red Sox again have struck out 13 times.
It's back-to-back nights.
Sedano once. He's gone 0 for 3.
Strike 1.
You might see just all sliders right here until he lays off it.
We'll lay off it. Okay. There you go. There's a base hit for Sedon.
Hauser cuts it. And the Red Sox still have a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Come on, boys.
You get a bad swing on a
Come on,
slider like
Jaron.
that, you got to go back to it. Thank you.
Come
for
on,
throwing
do
that
something.
right down the middle
Do
of
something,
Rafael.
bro. Come on, do something, brother.
This is middle. Sometimes you just overthink it. Pitchers overthink it, or scouting reports, or whatever. You got bad swings. Keep going back to it. You got action.
Come on. Do something good, boy.
Snapping out of a little slump with a base hit last time up.
You got this.
21 home runs. Nothing in 1. He represents the tying run in the ninth.
The whole key is you want to get the next guy up.
One line drive and a right.
There you go.
Santander there to make the catch, and the ball game is over. Baltimore wins it by a final of 5-3.
God damn it.
It's looking like the Twins are going to win as well. That is,
Oh,
as
that
of this
sucks.
moment, the Red Sox 3.5 pending the outcome of the Minnesota game against the
That
Angels.
fucking
Again, they
sucks.
were 10-4 late.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You're chasing Minnesota. Minnesota controls their destiny. If they keep winning, it's going to be hard to
Jaron
get
Duran right there. He got me
Now moves
excited.
the game above you.
Oh, that ball was like gonna go fucking for like a triple. I thought it was gonna show some nipples.
If you just keep winning these series. So tomorrow's a big game. Got to get that W.
Damn.
Head into New York.
5-3 to final tonight. The Orioles bounce back. TC and Jim coming your way next.
So the Orioles win 5-3.
Every player on the team knows
I
the
still
value
prefer.
of a
I would take last night's win for tonight's loss. I would do that. Yeah, last night's win for tonight's loss. That's a fair trade.
and they bring strategy and support. At New York,
But the Orioles win 5-3. Cedric Mullins hit 2 home runs tonight. One in the first inning off of Cutter Crawford, and then one in the third inning off of Cutter Crawford. He had 3 RBIs tonight, and then Adley Rutschman had 2 RBIs tonight. Albert Suarez pitched 6 innings tonight. He got the win. Brings his record to 8-5 on the year. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. He struck out 8 batters, and has a 3.39 ERA. Fucking Colonel Perez pitched an inning and a third. Gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, struck out 1 batter, has a 3.97 ERA. Yanir Cano pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, struck out 2 batters, has a 2.80 ERA. And then Sir Anthony Dominguez got the save, his 10th of the year. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2 batters, has a 4.05 ERA. The Red Sox tonight. Tristan Casas had an RBI, and Masataka Yoshida had an RBI. Cutter Crawford got the loss, his 8th of the year. That brings his record to 8-14. He pitched 6 1/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, struck out 6 batters, gave up 2 home runs, has a 4.09 ERA. Brendan Bernardino pitched third of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, walked 1 batter, has a 4.06 ERA. Luis Guerrero pitched an inning and a third, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2 batters, has a 0.00 ERA. And then Zach Kelly pitched an inning, gave up 2 walks, struck out 2 batters. That's a 3.51 ERA. Time of the ball game tonight was 3 hours and 52 minutes, or 2 hours and 52 minutes. Sorry. My stream record is now 24 and 28. So that sucks. Just want to get closer to. I want to be at least 500 at the year. That would be perfect because I feel like we were the 500 Sox. So if my stream record could end at 500, I'd be happy. But yeah, alrighty bitches, I'm gonna end this shit right here. Fun times tonight, even though we lost. I thought it was a pretty good, entertaining game overall, but we just lost. But yeah, alrighty bitches, I'm gonna end this shit right here. I want to thank you bitches for watching, and peace out.